Hey, we're live.
Where the fuck is this video game? There it is.
Welcome
Yeah,
in
whenever you're ready.
to another
You absolute waste of fucking space.
broadcast. Raven and I, you know how we do. We power wash things. We do cool things. We talk about life, what makes us tick, what we like about people, what we hate about people. So anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and with that being said,
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
going to unmute Raven now. Hi, Raven.
Who? What?
I had you muted so I could do my intro, so you didn't have to hear me twice.
Uh,
All right, good start.
somebody tell you to do that?
You don't want to hear me twice. You don't even want to hear me once.
Sure I do.
Well, twice.
Sure I do.
My channel. Really, I may have to invest into a start screen again. My channel.
You
Is it,
might.
it is annoying to start the stream and then have to stop or not stop it, but pause it for a second so I can put everything.
Says you. How would you know? Doing here. Here, click here, click there, click that, this, that, those, them, the other.
Which power wash? Two of them.
Nah, there's only one. Crazy. Off your rocker.
I've been off my rock.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and said not that you fuck. Well,
There we go.
says you.
All right. Well, I will choose a mission and I will invite you.
Rah.
Well, I got a doozy here. All right, let me get y'all in. Huh?
8, 10,
Power wash bros, yeah.
30.
So I'm in excruciating amount of pain.
How's about you don't do that?
Here, I don't want to join.
Yeah, something like that.
Forgot how to end. Oh, yeah.
Something like that, like that, like that.
There we go. Now I know what I'm doing.
Sure about that.
Did that send or did I just check it?
We'll never know.
There we go.
We'll never know a second time.
That's me. I'm not a professional. All right. Any achievements for this one before we start?
I have no idea. Well, let's see. I don't think there is. Let's see. Fairground Temple. What the fuck? Fuck you.
Hey, stop by during the show.
Carousel. Washroom, drillhead, helter skelter, private jet, monster platform, monument, fire helicopter,
Hey, you're at a show right now. I forgot.
station, treehouse, penny farthing, fire truck, skate park, U detached house, bungalow, backyard, van,
Yeet.
fishing boat, statue, Ferris wheel. Uh, no, no, not that I can see.
All right.
Ryan's online though.
Exist.
Yeah.
I have no game sound. Is that?
Are you sure about that? Game sounds really low in this.
Did I turn my headset on? I did. Why is it not? Hey, hold on. Got this.
You know what this game needs? It's competitive
Zombies.
mode where you get score for who cleans what.
Oh, there we go. There's the sound. Who cleans what? Yeah. There should be naked statues.
There might be.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, so, I'll start off. Messed up my shoulder somehow.
Alrighty then.
I don't know how. Hurts like a wonderful human being.
Like a goddamn son of a bitch.
Yes, thank you. It's not broken or anything like that. I think it's honestly, it feels like when you get a crick in your neck, you know?
Yep.
It feels just like that. I can't go at certain arm angles.
Well, I mean, you could have done a billion things to it, but you could have pulled a muscle in it. Or
Yeah.
tore a muscle.
I'm thinking it was, it's not my rotator cuff, I know that. I definitely think it's some kind of pulled muscle, strained muscle, because I'm old now, and...
Does the spots where it's hard for you to move your arm, do they feel like it gets kind of tight in like a particular spot when you do move it there?
It's around the, like where your
Like
arm meets your shoulder.
Well, yeah, not where it is. It's like, how does it feel? Like when you get there, does it feel like it's getting like really tight and it's a sharpish kind of pain?
Oh, it's absolutely a sharp pain.
Then at the very least, you've pulled something.
Yeah.
Because I've got that same thing in the muscles between my shoulder blades from years ago.
Well, you know what the worst part about that is? I think I got it sleeping. I'm not kidding. I think I honestly got it sleeping.
I mean, it's possible. There's times where I've really fucked my arms up just because I slept with them wrong, like had them like tucked underneath me or something, and really just the muscles. Because what'll happen is like, say you sleep with like your arm extended out, like up above you or like up behind your head for some reason.
Yep.
You keep your muscles tense all night, and it stresses them. It's just like when you work out.
I'm telling you, man, ever since me and Vanessa switched sides of the bed, I've been the one in all the pain, and she's been perfectly fine.
Sounds like you need to get a new bed.
Sounds like I need to sleep on the floor, because at this rate, I've gotten less pain sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, that could be it. That could help out.
Hopefully me and Tay will stop worrying. Yeah, you damn straight we're going to worry about you. But I'm glad you're alright.
Who, what?
John had to... Well, I don't know if he wants me to say or not. It's up to him, but... Alright, fire station or cottage? What are we thinking?
Cottage.
Cottage. Do it. But yeah, man, like, I'm just like... How did I hurt myself sleeping? I mean, I don't know for sure that's how I hurt myself, but...
Sleep too much.
Dude, I probably did sleep too much. I mean...
Let's see.
I've been taking naps every day. I've been so... I think I'm finally at an age where 4 hours of sleep is catching up to me.
Fire truck, skate park.
Come on, clean the fire station. Oh, we should have done the fire station because you are a firefighter.
Well, see, I want to push that off as long as I can because that level is really fucking annoying.
Alright, sounds good.
Fishing mode, ancient statue. I don't think there's anything here. It doesn't appear to be.
What was that achievement that says to stand on something for? What is that?
We'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. It's not on this level.
Nope.
Okay, so we're good to clean everything?
Yeah, man. Just do what you want. Clean it left, clean it right, clean it up, clean it down. I don't care.
Clean it using your butt cheeks. Who cares?
Yeah, man. Man, I don't know if that's going to be clean, but you do you.
You do you, boo-boo. Yeah, my arm is actually wrapped. Like, I got my shoulder wrapped right now. And it's annoying. It is very annoying.
Oh, yeah. It'll make you wonder about yourself. What you're capable of. Listen, nothing like back pains. Well, literally any kind of pain that keeps you from moving your arms above like shoulder height will make you feel more powerless. There is nothing else.
Yep.
Like that. Because you don't understand how much you move your arms, like just barely past, let alone like way above your shoulders, especially with our job. Like it'll drive you fucking mad.
Yeah,
That's like I said. Go ahead.
I was just saying to Sean, I was like, yeah, I'm really willing to bet I slept on it wrong because it didn't really bug me at work today. I mean, I won a safety award. I know how to do it. I got the useless Titans bag for safety.
Nobody ever asked me about that shit. Probably because they know I don't fucking wear anything I'm supposed to.
Oh, that's how I know it was crap because I don't wear knee pads. I don't wear gloves. I don't wear.
Cool. No time for all that.
Just don't. I mean, sorry. Just don't do it.
I wore gloves or tried to wear gloves for a while just to see if it would help me work faster. Not having to worry about like slitting my fucking fingers on a box.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, the cardboard cuts.
Yeah, just more specifically like whenever I'm trying to break them down really quick. Because, you know, sometimes they get fucking stuck on one side. And every pair of gloves I could find, I even specifically bought like a semi-expensive pair of gloves. They would all rip eventually on the boxes, and I'm just like, you wasting my fucking time with this. I'm wasting money and I'm wasting time.
It absolutely. I don't mind wearing knee pads, but I can't wear square knee pads. You know, which is Frito's like, oh, here you go. Here's some square knee pads. I was like, you do know that my, no, you do know that my freaking kneecaps are round, right? I don't need square.
I think the way maybe you're supposed to wear them a different way, but they're supposed to basically give you like more support because it's like squared off instead of being rounded like your knee. But I don't think that actually tracks in any way. Because I've seen a few people that have like they're either squared or they're like rectangular with squared off edges, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess, but I feel like your knee just wouldn't balance on that correctly.
It's just annoying because like I feel like they do damage to like the part of my pants where my knees are. Like they stretch the fabric out or something.
You know what? We'll definitely do that. Kneeling on the floor because I do that all the fucking time,
Yep.
and it rips the goddamn knee out of a lot of my pants.
Yeah.
It's like I've got two pairs of pants that are exactly the same. I bought them together, I think, or maybe I got them as a present. One of them's got like a slight hole in the knee where I've wore them so much. The other one had a small hole that has turned into a part where, or it's ripped so much to where it's basically like I could literally grab and pull them and turn one pant leg into shorts. Like it's cut all the way around to the back side of my leg now. So I'm like, yeah, I can't wear these to work just to be safe.
I need Frito to get my shoe size right. I've got 2 pairs of brand new shoes paid for by the company, but I cannot wear them because they're the wrong size.
Mm.
Oh, you could send them back. Okay. Just send them back. Okay. I need a return label. Hello? Return label? Hello? No? Okay. Well, I guess they're mine now. I don't know what I'll do with them. In about 15 years, they could be Leo's.
Hell yeah, that's the way to do it.
My feet are huge, man.
I beg to differ.
I wear, see, what's my shoe size?
Making great strides there, son.
I think I wear 14 wide.
Oh yeah.
Some big ass feet.
Yeah, dude. You know what they say about guys with big feet? They look goofy as shit.
Big shoes.
It's something like that. Let's figure out.
I'm reaching for an alternative career.
Uh-huh.
Make OnlyFans look tame.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll see how that works out for you.
It's not going to work out well.
Sure it will.
Not not gonna be a casting couch. It's gonna be a casting gaming chair.
Likely. Listen, I ain't gonna say I know a lot, but I can, with 100% confidence, say that ain't gonna work out for you, Chief. That ain't it, Chief. No matter how much you might think
You're not that guy. You
ain't that guy, and if you somehow did become that guy, you know.
I'll send you money.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it'll be clean money, but I'll send you money.
Uh-huh. How about you just buy the things I need instead? I think that would be a safer bet.
I will use money to buy money.
Use this money to buy money. Why are people poor? Just buy more money.
Yeah, come on now. Jesus, you lazy bums. Buy more money. Government's keeping you down, man. Just buy more money. I love that little, I don't know, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, because it's on every platform. I don't want to say TikTok video because I don't have TikTok, so anyway. But, I love that little video of the guy that's like, I guess he's talking to his buddy, and he goes, hey, put that $10 bill down, and I'll put my $20 bill down. You give me 10, and I give you 10, and we each just made $10 or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And people are like, well, the feds are going to come after him.
Cool. It's literally infinite money. You can't lose.
There is an infinite money glitch. Rosebud.
Yeah, man.
Not to show my age.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was going to say that. And I was like, I bet Amos will say that.
But I think I showed my age by leading off by saying my shoulder hurts because I slept on it wrong. You know, I think we're past that point. I think we're past that point. That ship has sailed, man.
Fucking hit that right out of the ballpark on the first fucking word. God damn.
Like, shh, don't let them know how old you are. Did I tell you about the time I hurt my shoulder just sleeping on it? Oh, God. Can't do that. I mean, I've got a numb right hand. I've got a sore shoulder. I'm telling you, man, it's all over for me.
You're 1 foot in the grave. You might as well just give up now.
I am. Yeah, you're right. I know how I want to die, but I'm not going to say it here.
I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you how I don't want to die. Burning to death. That's about it.
Rather drown? Assuming?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather drown than burn alive.
Oh, you're fine, man. You talk WWE. I just know Raven's not too much into it, so that's why I haven't really said a whole lot of things.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Talk about whatever you want. If you talk about something enough to annoy me, I'll let you know. Don't worry about it.
Hulk Hogan coming back, possibly. Dude's like 70-something. He's had a knee replacement, a hip replacement, and he wants to make one more run in him.
Mm.
Yeah, when you get flattened like a pancake and go paralyzed, it's...
Man comes back to wrestling, he's going to have a run in his fucking shorts.
He's going to drop the leg on somebody, and they're just going to get up and be like, what was that? Man, what is this, the 70s? That doesn't work anymore.
I bet if somebody hit him with one good power bomb, that motherfucker would sound like Lego bricks falling apart.
My friend, I need to show you the Batista bomb. You can tell me if that's what you're talking about.
Could be. Probably a variation, I would assume. Since
I'm gonna
most
say something that's
wrestlers
gonna
do.
make Sean upset, I think, because he's a WWE guy. Now, granted, this could be a whole my generation thing compared to your generation thing, but Old wrestling is just awful.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just awful.
I don't know what you're comparing it to be honest.
Yeah, that's what's awkward about me saying that because I know you're not a wrestling guy. But like I see videos all the time of old matches, like ones back in the 70s, 80s, maybe 90s or something.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my god, he's gonna hit him with a chair," and it just looks like he just flings it at him. I don't know.
Oh, you mean the acting?
Yeah, like the acting's
I
bad.
mean,
Maybe I should say the acting's bad, not the actual wrestling, but like the acting's really bad. And the way
they
that
were
the right,
figuring it out.
yeah, oh yeah, no, I mean that's true for sure. And it's just like the acting way back when it was just like, oh, someone's coming to a ring and there's like, oh, all they do is just look at the crowd over and over again.
Yeah.
There's one particular one, and John will know what I'm talking about, of the Ultimate Warrior running down the ramp, and I don't know who he eliminates in the Royal Rumble or whatever. I think it's the Royal Rumble, but like they use such a long ramp. Like with the Ultimate Warrior running down that ramp, it still took him about 30 seconds to get to the ring. And so the guy in the ring is just like sitting on the ropes, so to speak. Like he's leaning against the ropes, looking back and forth. And when Ultimate Warrior gives in, he does like this little choo-choo thing, and then he just clotheslines him over the rope. And I was like, you had a good 1 minute to do something. Like, I don't know. It just kind of takes it out for me. But that's how it was directed back then.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
I wouldn't mind taking a few bumps. You know, I think it would be fun just to experience it, as long as it's not Ivar and his 350-pound ass landing on me. That'd be great.
Fucking.
There's no reason a 350-pound man should do a backflip. There's no reason for that.
I think I said this once before when y'all were talking about wrestling shit. I was like, I would pay good money to get choke slammed by the Undertaker.
Yeah. Fine.
Don't worry about it.
I was like, see ya, I'm out. You know. I would try to take a Gunther chop. That thing hurts. It looks like it hurts a lot. Like, you know, obviously I won't say what a lot of people think wrestling is because Sean doesn't like me saying that. But those Gunther chops, though, oh man, like people's chest turns red. There's some people that bleed from his chops, and I'm just like, I'll take one just to see if it stops my heart.
You were telling me about, I think this was the same conversation I was referencing earlier, where you said that's the guy that does that, he does like a full body chop across the chest.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have no doubt it would hurt a normal person. Now, if somebody did that to you, you'd probably break in half.
I think it hurts more than Ric Flair's chops. Like, like he's known for, you know, what do they call it? Knife edge chop, I think's what they call that, Sean. But
Probably.
if you don't get them right, you can severely hurt yourself. Oh, yeah. No. Well, I'm going to trust your training to tell me how to do it right.
What was the thing you said you weren't going to say?
How I would die.
I don't know. You said you weren't going to say something because...
oh, there's a certain term that I won't use when Sean's around because he hates it so much because he works in the wrestling field.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm just respecting his wishes. Yeah, I got a door clean. Take another body in here. No, I won't say it. That's fine. I just said I'm not gonna say it. I could not be any more clear than how I am. Oh, I gotta get rid of this.
I mean, you ain't got to do nothing. Pay taxes and die. You ain't got to do one of them.
think the... What?
Huh?
If you want to say stage, that's fine. If you want to say predetermined, that's fine. But we're just talking about life. Like, that's the thing, though. We're just... Oh. Out of my sore shoulder. Holy crap, I can barely scratch my side. Jesus, man.
Falling apart.
There's no muscles to hurt in my arm.
Well, you know.
No muscles at all to hurt in my arm.
You're
Got this
wrong.
huge icy hot patch on my shoulder right now.
Mm.
Yeah, I had to actually cut it in half because it just hurts like a... Oh, man. I'll tell you what. Could have been kicked by a mule. Wouldn't hurt this much. I'll tell you what.
You ever been kicked by a mule?
No, I have not.
Then I wouldn't recommend that.
I'm going to go try. Hey, man, I'm falling apart. I'm just going to die one day. Like, this shoulder pain's going to turn into something that kills me.
I mean, that's how it happens.
I'm fine. That.
His last words, well, oh man, that ain't nothing.
I'll just sleep it off. Ding.
Alley-oop.
Okay, I'm going to have to get that ladder or something.
You ain't got to.
I don't know if I can stand on this ladder. Oh, thank God you don't move when you let go of the stick. Okay, I thought I was going to have to hold the stick the whole time I was up here.
Thought you were going at the ladder stall?
Yes. Absolutely thought that.
Fucking ladder stalling and power wash.
I'm going to absolutely be up front with you. I did absolutely think that.
Holy shit. Bring it back. I'm gonna DM the devs and tell them to add that in. God damn, that'd be funny as shit.
I wanted Jeff Hardy off this ladder at least 3 times a job. Okay?
And ladder stalls.
I'm going to swanton bomb myself off this roof. It is going to be glorious.
Yeah, and you're gonna die.
I never said that wasn't going to.
My man's broke his
Why can
shoulder
we-
into 3 pieces while sleeping, and he's gonna swanton bomb on the roof.
I mean, if I'm going to hurt, I might as well do something cool while I'm doing it.
Fucking, you'd hit the ground and your fucking kneecaps would shatter.
I would land on a mattress and somehow break my foot.
Yep. Be the fucking cartoon gimmick, and your legs would shoot up through your torso.
It's fine. Give me some ibuprofen. We're good.
Some Tom and Jerry shenanigans. Let's see. Holy shit. Oh, yeah,
Roof is annoying.
Says you.
Going too slow?
Could be.
I have a shirt that says your boobs are fake, wrestling is not. I want it. Hear Nessa walking upstairs.
Oh no.
Hey, finally got the sidewall cleaned.
Good job. Proud of you.
Thanks, man.
Bitch.
Thanks, Dad.
I ain't your dad.
Hey, is
son.
everything okay? I keep thinking I'm hearing him crying. You okay? We'll just need to go to sleep. He's okay now? Oh, okay. Love you. Alright, well. Think. Clockwork. Clockwork.
Yeah, buddy.
Anyway, like we were saying. Yeah, there's a wrestler in WWE that I think you would like, Dakota, and his wrestling name is R-Truth. And he's so funny. Like he there's a match that there's a time that he came into the ring, and you know who Brock Lesnar is, don't you? Have you heard of that name or anything before?
Yeah, I've seen him before.
He gets in the ring with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, who's not even a wrestler. He's like they call him an advocate. So he's like a manager, if you will.
Yeah. And
he gets in the ring and he goes, he talks about how he's like, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble and it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to do it for little Timmy and all that. Or little Jimmy, whatever he says. It's been a couple years. And he goes, and when I get there, I want to throw you over the ropes, Paul Heyman. And everyone starts laughing because he's not in the match. And so Paul Heyman like shakes his head and he goes, I'm not in the Royal Rumble. When you're in the Royal Rumble, you'll have to fight Brock Lesnar. And then R-Truth goes, yo, that's my bad, dog. That's my bad. I'll have to send you that clip. It's really funny. He's like, I'm undeclaring myself in the Royal.
I can respect it. Oh, God.
The guy's like, how old is R-Truth? Sean, he's like 50, right? And he's still wrestling?
Just fucking coming out like, oh, man, I was just playing. I was just having a little fun, man.
And then there's a time that he comes into, I don't know if this is also a Royal Rumble story or not. Sean, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this one. But he comes in, and he thinks it's... Have you ever heard of the Money in the Bank ladder match by some chance?
Yeah, man, I know what... well, I'm sure they've got a bunch more now, but I know, like, different kinds of matches.
But do you know what that is, though? Like the... Have you heard of it? You know what it is?
Hold on a second. I gotta adjust my headset. What did you call it?
Money in the Bank ladder match.
If I remember correctly, the objective is to set up a ladder in the middle of the ring to get to a... I think it can be different things, but it's usually like a suitcase full of money.
Yes. Yeah, it's just a suitcase. Yeah. And it's got a contract in it to go after a world title of your choosing.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a year to cash it in. Well, there's a time where there was another match going on. It wasn't that type of match. And R-Truth comes in. And he immediately starts running like toward the ring, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, here's R-Truth. That's cool, you know." And his theme music's playing, and he goes under the ring and he reaches for a ladder, and he puts it in the ring and sets it up, and everyone that's in the ring is just standing there watching him. And then he climbs to the top of the ladder and he puts his hands up to try to reach for it, and obviously there's no briefcase there, and he's like, "What?" And he just starts looking around. It's just. It's so funny.
Good damn.
He's got a running joke right now with Rey Mysterio's son actually wrestles in WWE named Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
And that's his name, Dominic. And so R-Truth is like, I'm going to do it for Tom and Nick. Because he's mishearing the... It's so funny. Oh, God, it's so funny.
See, that was one of my favorite things. Like, I never really watched wrestling. It was just like one of those things that would be on, and I would just watch it whenever I saw it. But one of my favorite things was like the gimmicks of characters, or like characters having like there being the storylines, which I didn't realize till way later after I like stopped seeing it that there were actual storylines happening.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that like certain characters were always together doing stuff like um and what's the other guy's name? I said it earlier, Undertaker and was it Kane? Was
Kane,
that the
yeah.
other guy he got paired up with a lot because they had like pretty similar
Yeah, they were
you know.
brothers, so to speak.
Oh yeah, they were brothers, but I meant like their aesthetics were kind of similar. Like just the I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I know like they were always paired up. That's the big one I remember. I still remember my favorite thing that ever came out of anything involving wrestling is that fucking. I don't know what the setup for this is. I don't know what was going on, why this happened, but it's some wrestler going out and he's like, I guess he's jeering the crowd or something, and he's just making fun of him and like pointing him. And there's a guy in a Sting mask, and he like gets really up in his face. The dude picks a chair up and hits him with it, and he goes to take the mask off, and it's just Sting. He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
his other Sting mask.
Oh, those memes are everywhere. It's like,
That was
especially like when the new
bit
year
I've
comes
ever
around.
seen.
Yeah, that was so funny. I think that was WCW when he did that. But
That was just the funniest fucking bit. It's just like the guy goes to whip it off, and I'm like, "Oh, who's this going to be pretending to be Sting?" And it was just another fucking mask. I laughed so fucking hard the first time I ever saw that.
yeah, that little meme comes up a lot when people are like, "New year, new me," and it just shows.
Just take the mask off. Yeah, it's like I said, that's just one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. It's a great fucking bit.
Golly, yeah, that is pretty funny. I forgot all about that one till you started talking about it.
Oh god.
It just takes the mask off.
Oh lord.
Oh god. Yeah,
You thought.
there was a guy in wrestling. His name was Santino Marella, and he. I think his character was that he's Italian. I think he is Italian in real life. I'm not sure, but his character was that he was an Italian like guy just out of the crowd that beat a heavyweight champion.
Mm.
And I don't know the context of it, but there's a point when he's talking to John Cena, and he's just a funny character. Like he's like R-Truth. Like his role is kind of like R-Truth. He's just there to bring some comic relief or something. And he goes, when he's talking to John Cena, every time he says his name, he goes, "Let me tell you something, John Cena." And so, like, Cena's trying not to break character while he's being called that. It's just so funny. He's like, "John Cena, when I get you in that ring and I beat you 1 or 2 or 3, John Cena."
Oh, good.
He's the general manager now. Is he really? I did not know that. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, those are really funny characters. It's just John Cena. But yeah, Ron Killing, or sorry, R-Truth. His name's Ron Killings, I think is how you say his name. And he's just so daggum funny. Like, you could look up clips of him and you will laugh because the things he does is just so funny. And
there's another clip. I wonder. I've been meaning to ask you about this because I've seen this clip just randomly, and I don't know if it's a wrestling thing or if it's. Well, I mean, it's from like it looks like wrestling. I just don't know if it's like something y'all would have seen or if it's something like outside of just North America or whatever.
mm-hmm.
But it's a clip of somebody going to like. I don't know what they're doing because I don't know moves well enough. But he's got a guy up on the top rope. And it looks like I can't remember the exact I can't talk because I'm
like he's on
myself.
Like he's on the turnbuckle.
I'm like echoing very loudly from something and it's messing me up.
Oh, are you? Is Raven echoing, John? can turn it down. I hope it's not from me. Okay, he's not. Okay, so it must be something on your end because he says you're not echoing.
My mic's rocking or something.
I know Rita's gotten a strong attraction to mommy, so.
That's weird.
Is your stream like going audio wise where you can hear it? But maybe you're hearing it twice.
I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
Listen here, John Chaina.
No, that ain't it.
Love that so much.
I don't know. I don't know. But anyway.
Hopefully it's not me.
I mean, I have no way to tell. But what was I saying? Oh, he's got this guy on the terminal. Like I said, I don't know. See, there it is. Like every time I go to stop, it's just. It seems like it gets louder, and then I can't. If you've ever seen people try to do like talk over themselves with like headphones, like it's fucking up what I'm trying to say in my head.
Well, I know when you streamed, what was it, yesterday? I said that I couldn't hear you. Do you think maybe you turned your voice thing up too loud?
I wouldn't think so because all my stuff's still set the same. Because the only thing I changed was I turned my desktop audio down. Let me try this. Can I hear myself now? So I still hear myself now with desktop muted. Can I still hear myself now? I still hear myself now. So weird. What about now? Think I still am?
You're auditioning for Verizon.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be, but the problem is I don't know what it could be on my end.
Is it
I
something
have
with
no
Discord?
idea. I mean, I wouldn't think so. Because I don't even have anything set up in Discord that would be my voice. Let me see something. How do I?
How do I breathe? I want to copyright.
Interesting.
I don't think it's on my end. Well, I don't know what could on my end could be causing that.
All right, did that fix it? Huh. I did figure out something. Whenever I go to talk in Discord, you know how your thing flashes to when you speak?
Yeah.
When you're not talking and I speak, your mic is tripping for me for some reason, as if you're talking, but it's my voice.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Hold on. Let me turn down.
Huh.
Say something again.
Something again. Yeah, it just happened again. It was lighter, but we haven't been having this problem, and you haven't changed anything. I would assume you haven't changed anything.
Haven't. Coming through my.
Oh, that might be it.
I will turn it.
Okay,
Hey.
see, now it's not happening.
Okay. I just turned it down and I turned it.
All right, well, we'll see. Make sure that people can still hear you well enough. that I want them not to be able to hear you. I mean, we'll see if that's fixed it. Anyway. Uh,
Huh.
anyway. What was I saying?
Something about you saw someone.
Oh, so he's got him up on the top of the turnbuckle, and I don't know what he's trying to do, but he goes to flip him off onto the mat, right? And the dude just like spins out and lands on his feet. Have you ever seen or heard of this?
Like he looks like a badass or something when he lands on.
I really couldn't tell you. I think it might be like he looks like he might be like of Asian like
Don, you're in here.
Asian.
Know what he's talking about?
I can't think. Like I haven't
No,
seen
but
the
I don't
clip.
hear you guys in Discord.
Oh, that's weird.
Don't hear us in this.
Well, I hear you. I don't hear Raven at all.
But you don't.
Oh.
Yeah,
Not unless I turn up. Not unless I turn up my Not unless I turn up the YouTube volume, and but then you're gonna have the same problem you were having just a second ago.
Huh, that's weird.
Wait,
I
wait,
hear you on Discord.
He's talking about a situation where, it could have been in the all Japan. What's that? And help me out here. What's that called again?
Pro Wrestling?
Yes. And he said that there was a guy on top of a turnbuckle and he flipped him off onto the mat. The guy that was going to get flipped landed on his feet. Trying to figure out if it's flip of.
That could be. Sounds like maybe somebody was going for a top rope Frankensteiner, and the person that was taking the Frankensteiner may have landed on his feet instead of his head.
Yeah, and
I've
that's
seen.
what I was wanting to ask though. After that, did the guy kind of look like a badass? Like he didn't turn around or anything. He stood there. The other guy freaked out.
I mean, there's lots of people that do that nowadays. I can't think of a specific. I mean, I don't know if there's a specific incident or match he's referring to, but that's a pretty common spot nowadays.
See. Yeah, like I said, I've seen this a few different times, and it's just a random clip. I never have.
But Amos, you were telling our truth stories. Do you remember the Monday Night Raw after Survivor Series when we watched it together? Our truth is in the Judgment Day's compound thing, and he offers to be their fifth member for War Games. And freaking Damian Priest is like, "Truth, War Games was Saturday. We lost."
Yeah.
Oh, were you excited for Randy Orton's return? And Damian Priest wasn't look like he quit the kick.
He's like,
He's the Robin Williams of professional wrestling.
I think this is the guy.
Oh, I forgot. You don't watch movies. You don't know who that is.
Maybe. I was trying to open an actual video or a GIF of it to make sure, but nothing's won't load for some reason.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't hear Raven at all on Discord.
see if you can check. That reason.
Maybe Will Ospreay, I guess, is maybe the guy's name.
Osprey.
Him, I'm not. I know Will Ospreay, but I don't.
Well, apparently it's got like a whole page on like Know Your Meme.
But I haven't
Will
seen enough of his
Ospreay
matches.
refers to a viral clip from a fight between professional wrestlers Will Ospreay and Kota Ibushi, recorded for a promotional video for a Wrestle Kingdom 13 event. The clip in which Ospreay successfully recovers from an attempted springboard avalanche hurricane move received viral spread and edits. Yeah. So I guess this was from a wrestling thing called Wrestle Kingdom 13 in Tokyo Dome.
All right, hold on a second. Don, how long ago was Wrestling Kingdom?
Well, I can hear him now. I figured out the problem was. But Well, they just did, I think, Wrestle Kingdom 20, so I think that was like 7 years ago, at least.
Oh yeah, so this is a real old clip I've been seeing then.
Because I'm pretty sure this one from Pet, because they do Wrestle Kingdom every January, like right after the first of the year, and I'm pretty sure this past one was either 20 or 21. So it's been at least 7 years.
Oh yeah.
Put it this way, Amos, Wrestle Kingdom 13, Nakamura was still in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so was AJ Styles. Because I think AJ Styles and Nakamura were the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 13. Yes, and Okada's getting ready to come to WWE.
So what's that mean? Like, I mean, I don't know who
So,
that is.
Kazuchika Okada, it's the equivalent of Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins leaving WWE to go to New Japan.
Okay, so not
Wow.
I mean, we don't see Roman Reigns anyway. He only wrestles once a month, so.
That's why I said or Seth Rollins, because I knew how. Okay, it would be the equivalent at this point of Cody leaving WWE again to go to New Japan. I give up with you. You're sound more and more dog.
Henry Rollins, that's that guy's fucking name.
Who?
Every time y'all say Seth Rollins, I keep thinking I know who you're talking about, but I'm like, no, he's not a wrestler. He's a actor and a songwriter. I looked it up, but the guy I'm thinking about is fucking Henry Rollins. It's like I feel like I know this person. I'm like, no, it's a whole separate goddamn
I
dude
love
I'm
Seth.
thinking about.
No, see, when I tried to tell Frog who Okada was, I said Okada is a complete badass. And he said, "So you're saying he's Billy Gunn?" And I said, "Goodbye, sir. I'm not talking to you anymore."
He's a nice man. Bow, bow.
No, Okada is somebody I would not want to mess with. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, I wouldn't mess with any WWE super. They are signed to lose or not. They are break you in half if they actually want.
This drive me fucking insane.
Think about that. $5 billion over the next 10 years. $500 million a year for Monday Night Raw.
So does that mean it's not going to be on Peacock?
Monday Night Raw, no, so
As they
as
said,
it stands right now,
right?
the pay-per-views are staying on Peacock at least till, because that contract doesn't run out until 2025. So as of right now, they're staying on Peacock. Now, whether they stay on Peacock after this deal is done, who knows? But for just Monday Night Raw and the international, basically internationally, everything is going to be on Netflix. Pay-per-views, everything.
Finally! Sorry, man. Finally finished this fucking roof.
But $500 million a year, $5 billion.
Clicks, Nate.
And The Rock is now on the board of directors.
I saw that. I just don't really. And I mean this in a nice way. I don't really care about The Rock anymore. I don't hate him. I'm glad to hear that he's a good things. I just don't care because and I know I'm in the minority, and that's perfectly. But there's so much more talent I'd rather see.
I feel. Here's the thing. I want to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns. I do not want to see it this year at WrestleMania, and I don't want to see the title involved because Cody deserves to finish his story. He deserves it. He's the biggest babyface in wrestling right now. I mean, when you got a guy that actually, off of a crowd sign, offers to be a man's best man at his wedding, and is going to follow through with it, he doesn't know how logistically he's going to do it, but he said he's going to do it. But
listen, I don't know, man. I'm starting to think it's gonna happen. Did you see that quote that The Rock said on that? It was on some kind of financial news talking about becoming. Would you say he was on the?
Mm-hmm.
And he says something. I'm gonna mess this quote. He said something like, how did he say it?
I know he said today that between the talent. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Go ahead.
good. I was just gonna say that he said something like, I made the table and now I want to be head of the table.
Like I said, if they were to book Roman versus Cody tomorrow and Cody takes that title off Roman, fine. Have your match with The Rock. I want to see it. You know, it would be a great match. But you got to get that title off of Roman first. He's had it for 3 years.
Yeah, he's gonna retain it.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a given. And unfortunately, I think LA Knight's in that match to take the pin.
I think it's gonna be him. I think it's gonna be Randy.
No, no. I can tell you specifically, they made it a fatal 4-way so Randy doesn't take the pin.
Really?
That way they can revisit the Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns later. Because Randy can say, you didn't pin me.
Brush teeth.
So what? They're just gonna bury LA Knight now?
No. See, losing a match does not bury someone.
No, I mean I know that. I'm sorry, that wasn't the right. But it seems like LA Knight hasn't done a lot.
I mean, I will say this. I would respectfully disagree. Number one, there's only a certain amount of, unless you're other companies that just make up belts for the sake of making belts, like other companies I'm not going to name. There's only so many belts to go around. The fact that you're still in a main event match on one of the 4 big pay-per-views, that's hardly getting buried.
Yeah, but to be fair, to counter that argument, who would you replace him with?
Well, you just don't need to make it a fatal 4-way. You could have made it a triple threat.
Yeah, but LA Knight. I mean, people like LA Knight. I like LA Knight. I'm just saying that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna take your word.
The going plan that I know of right now is LA Knight, and technically this would be a step down from competing for the world title. But there's a good chance that LA Knight is the person that beats Logan Paul at WrestleMania for the U.S. title.
And see, that's kind of lame. I'm sorry, that's kind of lame. Like, nothing against Logan Paul, but he's definitely, in my opinion, the weakest one out of the current title holder.
But okay, take Logan Paul out of the equation though.
Okay.
Just look at Knight. If you can't be the world champion, why not be the very top of the mid card? You know,
and it's just like,
and once you get that mid card title on LA Knight, he's going to be on SmackDown every single week, defending that title and making that title mean more, because he's not going to be like Logan Paul showing up every once in a while.
Can I be honest with you? I totally forgot that Logan Paul was the.
And that doesn't. I mean,
I didn't even know that he was a serious fucking wrestler. I thought that was
he's
a huge
really
ass meme.
good. Like, I like his skills in the ring.
he probably had the most viral video moment from last year's Royal Rumble with that. Remember that?
Oh, that mid-air collision. Oh, dude, that was brutal. I gotta show you.
That beautiful mid-air collision with Ricochet.
I've got to show you.
Speaking of beautiful, Ricochet's fiance. Whew.
Oh,
Hot and
going to think. Now you do what you want. Live your life.
Tommy's always on top.
Funny, I was told that earlier today.
Oh,
Oh, whoops. Whoops.
All right, that's the stream. Thanks, everyone. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see.
I don't mean by Rhea Ripley either.
I know who you mean. Dakota, I'm
Did
gonna
you
do
read
something. Hold on one second. Dakota, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna send you 3 random female wrestlers.
Uh,
I'm gonna send it to you over Facebook Messenger.
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Hey, mister, if you're going to do this, send in the picture I sent you of Zelina Vega as Jade.
Well, now I can't send him that one because I know who it is. Now I gotta find somebody
Oh.
else to.
Well, no,
The point is for him
If
not
it-
to know who
hey,
it is.
See, here's the thing though. You're assuming I will remember that name off the top of my head.
Yes, because
don't.
I
I've
literally
already
had the
forget
picture
it.
ready and was.
I mean, you
I'm
can
sorry.
send it. I've already forgot what name he said. So
All right, so I'm gonna
It's
send
all-
you
not West
3.
America.
you can do anything you put your mind to, boss.
Wait, when
While
Vanessa
you're
looks through it later, she's gonna be like, "Who's this?"
while you're doing that, did you read the message I sent earlier in your chat when I said she literally stood there with the doctors and said, "I'm staying here because he'll lie to me and tell me that there's nothing wrong, even if there is something wrong." I basically already have a wife. Oh,
Yeah,
whoops! Did I?
that's what she's supposed to do. Oh no, she's caring for you.
I know it's scary, isn't it?
Which
Yeah.
one? I'm gonna one more. I can't use Lena now. I want to send you.
Well, you can just send that last just because.
Yeah, you got to send that picture.
I
Sweet
will not
Jesus.
send him that picture. I will send him. I know exactly which.
Well, Raven, I'm sorry I ruined it for you because
I mean,
that
you
was
can
worth.
still send it. Just don't send it as a part of this whole thing you're doing.
That's what I was telling
Besides
you.
I will do this one. I will do, and I'll say this because Alpha Academy.
He doesn't impress me much.
E.
I said she doesn't impress me much.
Okay, fine. I will send him Carrion Crosses.
Yuck.
That's already not good
Oh.
that there's an.
Fine. I'll give you 3 names.
Oh.
Well, you don't want the name. You want me to text them to you?
No, I've got my 3.
Okay.
So Dakota, I'm going to send you 3 photos. And I want you to tell me, in your opinion, which one is the most.
Out of respect, keep it clean.
Yeah, no, I mean it out of respect. I really do.
I know. I'm just saying, out of respect, keep it clean, especially since.
No, I don't mean this in a nefarious.
I think he's referring to how I say it.
Because I'll tell
I
you,
know,
one
I'm
of those
just
is one of those is Reed's favorite.
Get this other gate, and then
I
I'll
hope I
look
sent
at
that to
them.
the right person.
Hope you sent that to Vanessa.
I did. Yeah, I hope I did too. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you for a female wrestler that I totally have a shot with.
Move over here.
I had to get. The 3 that you sent.
Let's see what we got here.
I'm still, honored the fact that there has been wrestling.
Who says there's not right now? That's why I said be careful what you say, how he words his wording.
Dakota is respectful. I wouldn't have done it if
I was just saying.
all 3 of them are absolute. They really are, and I mean that in respect.
I had to
are.
guess.
I can
Am I allowed to guess who you sent?
Wait until he tells me who.
Okay.
One of those is the most attractive, like in your taste.
I mean, all of them. I like all of them. I mean, no, I mean seriously.
Yeah,
Shit.
no, I know that's
Like,
what makes it hard, right?
I mean, they're all, but I mean, one of these I think I know vaguely. The one in the studded jacket. What's her name?
Hooded
Uh,
jacket. There's got to be.
got the little
There's got to
spikes
be.
on it.
Huh?
Got the little spikes on the jacket.
Yeah, that's what I said. Studded
That's
jacket.
Mommy Ripley.
That's Rhea Ripley.
Okay, so that's what I thought because we've talked about her before,
Hmm?
me and you. But I mean, yeah, all of
Okay.
them have something different I would like about them. She's got, the whole mommy thing. Uh, I'm a sucker for blondes too.
Which
First
means you
one
sent. Which
she
means you
got,
sent. Oh, I can't say it yet.
and then the first one, at least the first that was sent in the line on my pictures, um, the girl in the I can't really tell what she's wearing because she's sitting down
Okay, she said that's Samantha
at the urban.
is the announcer. He has so much. Her.
I'm going to guess that the blonde you sent him was Alexa Bliss.
That's a good one.
uh,
Okay, so now that you've sent them those,
I
send
told
them
you who
Jade.
I sent him.
I know. Send them Jade. I did spoil the name, but
The other
don't.
one I sent you, Dakota, was that's her name.
the blonde.
That's the blonde.
Okay. And you're
See, now
just
that would
asking
confuse
me,
me because she's the brunette now.
and you're just wanting me to answer which of these I just find the most attractive,
Yeah, for your taste.
personally. I mean, I would literally answer all of them, and you think that's a cop out answer, but I mean,
No, I
really,
mean,
I don't have,
I
I
think
don't have a
everybody would answer
particular
all of them.
taste. Yeah, I mean, I don't, because I don't know what you're trying to find out from this. That's the thing. That's why this is like a blind test.
No. It's not a
As
test. I'm genuinely curious. Like, I'll go ahead and tell you, Reed is a Rhea Ripley. He likes
yeah,
Rhea
that makes
Ripley.
sense.
He also likes Selena.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure
Those
he
two
likes
excellent.
all these people. I'm sure he's got the preference, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Did you send that other photo he was talking about?
No, you want me to do the Jade one?
Yeah, you can go ahead and send that one too. Why not? I mean,
So,
the one I know, because we've talked about Ray Ripley, so I feel like that's an unfair advantage because I know about her. And I've seen her stuff before. Like, I've seen, like, GIFs or just short videos over here and there. And I haven't seen anything on the other ones, is the other
before he
problem.
sent you Jade, so there's a wrestling. She's a wrestler slash manager. Her name is Zelina Vega. She does stream. She has her own channel on Twitch and YouTube, and because she's a huge gamer, she's very into cosplay. So the picture
Yes.
he's sending you is she's dressed as Jade from Mortal Kombat
Okay. I got you.
and Sweet Baby Jesus.
Oh, you're telling me to be
Well,
respectful.
That is respectful. That's Dusty talk. Sweet Baby Jesus.
There's only one of these stone. Oh, you got the last stone wall. There's 3 posts left, Amos, is what we got. So the post in between the walls. Let's see.
Hey, I gotta be respectful. He follows me on Twitter.
This one.
Or Rhea. Heck, or even Chad Gable. I like Chad Gable.
I made the mistake of um giving Rhea a nickname that I quickly took away after the very first time I said it because she was threatening to kill me. I gave her the nickname Dia. That lasted one time.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I can see it. It'd be great cosplay. I got you. I see where you coming from there, boss. But I mean, yeah, I don't know that I would pick anyone. Like I said, the other thing is like the problem is at least with Rhea Ripley, I've seen some various things about her, like short bits of matches and stuff. So she's got a bit of an unfair advantage. The rest of them, I'm just seeing them, so I have no context on personality other than what y'all are telling me.
Yeah.
The best way I could say it is Rhea Ripley is kind of the full package. Like she's got personality, looks, wrestling skill, but what do you call it? In ring skill.
Home skill.
Yeah.
She's on the microphone.
Samantha Irvin is not a wrestler. She is an announcer. She is very good at what she. I agree with you, Sean. She's probably the best one. Probably the best ring announcer I think ever. I like Samantha. The way she gives every wrestler a personality when she announces their names.
So I will say this. Cody's wife, when he first met her, when she was Eden Styles doing ring announcing in WWE, had the same kind of juice.
They're one for
What is this one?
the SUV.
SUV. I don't think there is, but I'll look real quick.
And Scarlett is. I'll
I'm
admit,
sorry.
Scarlett is the least about, but he is a very good complimentary.
Well, she ought to be. That's
Yeah.
her husband.
Okay, well, there you go. I guess that's a fair point.
Yeah, that checks out.
The chemistry's there.
Treehouse, penny farthing, fire truck, skate park.
Yeah, they're married in real life.
Bungalow, backyard, playground. I don't see one. Yeah, we should be good just to go. I mean, it would probably be I've already lost her name again. I can't remember names for last minute. The last picture you sent me, the cosplayer.
Okay, that's
Lena Vega.
Yeah, it would probably be her because for two reasons. One, like I said, I'm also basing this off of what little info I have, and the only one I had any real info on before y'all said anything was. Am I saying her name? Is it Rhea or Rhea?
It's Rhea.
Rhea. I think I've been saying
So-
Rhea. But I know a little bit about her, and then obviously you. I mean, if you hadn't have said anything and just sent this other picture, I would probably have guessed offhand that she was a cosplayer pretty easily. But yeah, I would. Yeah.
If you have a Twitch account, follow her on Twitch. Like I said, and on YouTube, she does do streams, and she's very entertaining.
All right. But yeah, I would probably pick her because gamer cosplay thing, and also I'm a sucker for dark-haired women.
She does. When I say she's entertaining, she does some of the funniest. And Amos knows where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
She prank calls her fellow wrestlers on stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that one with Dominic was so fun.
Where she was acting like a little kid, and she got Dominic on the call to ask if his mom was hot. Is your mom hot? He's like, she's acting like a little kid. Do you want to talk to my mommy?
Oh,
And Dominic's like, is your mom hot?
Golly, yep.
The first one I saw when she prank called Kofi, that was hilarious too.
I followed
Amos.
Xavier Woods.
Never mind.
Oh, Amos, guess who we finally brought back to TV on NXT tonight? William Regal is back.
William Regal? Oh,
Yep.
I like William.
He's finally able to reappear back on.
Such a man. I
Oh
like
God, you ought to listen to him. Have you ever heard him talk about the time in his life when he was doing that character?
that. Mm-hmm.
He said he was on so many drugs he doesn't even remember playing that character.
Let's see. I know there's an achievement for
Probably a good
this,
thing.
but let me make sure that I remember what it is correctly. This. Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
hoping
Amos.
that
So you see this building right here in front of us? This one right here. This is the fire station. This is the main building.
Yeah.
All right, we got to clean that whole thing, right? But there's also this back here. See this?
Yeah.
This is the drill tower. This is where they would do like the drills and everything, practicing. All we have to do is clean all this without using this. So this scaffold here that is supposed to help us, clean all this, we can't use that.
all right. Well, I mean, at least there's stairs inside. Oh my god, we have to clean the inside too.
I was fucking waiting for you to walk in there.
Oh my god. Well, we got a long ways to
So,
go.
Which one do you want? You want to do the tower or you want to do the building?
I'll start
I
with the
gotta look at
tower, I
this.
guess.
I gotta look at this.
Good. Dude.
The fire station now.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Everybody, wait a minute. Walk around. And show me how dirty it is first before you
Oh.
start cleaning too much. Humor me. I just turned the stream back on for a second.
Oh, okay. You left when.
No, I left because I was having. Yeah, I would fire everybody on my crew and be like, "Why aren't you guys doing the housekeeping? Why the hell is it so small?"
Oh, by the way, you asked, you said earlier if I have a Twitch, I should go follow. I fucking lost her name again. I'm streaming right now, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
I just thought that was pretty funny earlier.
Oh, I
No, you're
haven't
good.
gotten on Twitch.
There's no
I
way
haven't
for you to
gotten on
know
Twitch
that.
in months.
Yeah, it was just funny you said that, and I'm like, I stopped and kind of looked over. I don't have a face cam.
Yeah,
I was
if
just like,
you have one.
yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, no disrespect. I meant no
No,
disrespect.
no, you're great. Like
He
I said,
does.
there's no way for you to know unless you just happen to hear Amos mention it. But
I'll tell you this:
Yeah.
I like Amos, and I'm at the point where I am affiliated on Twitch, but I don't stream on Twitch anymore because they delete my videos after 7 days. I don't want my streaming platform to decide when my videos get deleted. I want to decide if they get deleted.
yeah,
Do that because it has to be in. I mean, 7 days is not that bad. You have 7 days to download it on.
it also used to be 14 days. They cut that back last year, I think it was. So they cut it by
But
like
again,
a week.
respectfully, that should be my choice. It should.
Which I don't even think fully partnered streamers keep their stuff too long. I
I
think
think they got 90 days.
90 days, so
See-
they still.
At least on YouTube, I can go back. Like my most watched video is a 5-year-old video that I have on my channel. It's got over 50,000 views. But I mean, it wouldn't.
That
My
must be
point is, if I
nice.
put that on Twitch, it
Humble
wouldn't even be
brag.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's also the difference between YouTube started as a place to upload videos, where Twitch is a streaming service. They are first and foremost about the live.
I completely
Well,
understand that and respect it. I just feel like they should give you the option. Do you want to delete this video? And there should be you should be able to choose like up to 10 videos that don't get deleted.
There's a way you could circumvent that. It would just depend. I know highlights don't get deleted on here, but I don't know what the longest time you can highlight something. Like if you could highlight your whole video, that would be a way. But I'm sure that's also Twitch would probably eventually be like, "Hey, stop doing that."
I mean, Amos will get mad at me when I say this because he gets mad at me all the time. I mean, nobody watches my videos any at all
You
anyway.
just said you had
nobody-
50,000 views on a video. Shut up.
Yeah, but I don't have 1,000. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet.
How much do I have?
You're gonna get to
Enough.
1,000
How
before me.
much
Don't
do
worry.
you? No, answer the question. How many do I have?
Enough.
You're gonna make me look.
How many do you
Too
have?
many.
I'm gonna give you.
I have 816.
Okay, how many do I have?
Hold Hold on, I gotta look. I don't know your number off the top of my head. I don't even know my number off the top of my head. I had
I
to
think
look.
you're right. I think you're at 817 or.
I just looked at mine, but I don't know yours off the top of my head. I love you like a brother, but I'm not a crazy person.
I am.
You have 257.
257. Who's getting to 1,000 first?
Now,
I
you
still
never
say
know.
you.
Listen, I say if you bring back the Starfield streams, you'll get 1,000 in a month.
Look, I don't know. How many times have I asked you, when are you going to go back to space? Do I not? I gave up asking because it's like, okay, clearly you don't like streaming the game anymore.
No, it's not
I
that.
fell off that game hard.
I like
it's
that
a
game too.
Okay, game. It's just
The people that say that Starfield isn't fun are the people that haven't played. That's just how it is.
other.
Now- Because I told you how I feel about the actual game you're playing right now.
Yeah.
Like you said, this is a conversation game.
Oh yeah.
Like if you weren't being conversational, I wouldn't be sitting here watching this stream right now.
I can show my cleavage and maybe extra.
Could you though?
Well, you're not gonna
To
show me
make that
anything.
work,
I'm
you
not
gotta
putting
like
mine.
push it up, and you can't use an arm. So
I'll just use my knees.
you're too short for that too.
Yeah, then I'll break my knees and I'll be like, well, that's it for me. I'm done.
No. Raven, let me ask you this, and Amy's going to get mad. Have you ever seen the movie Stand By Me?
I feel like I have, but it's probably been a long time.
Okay. Don't
Don't ask the question. I know what you're gonna ask.
Okay, I want to ask the question then. I don't want to make you
You
mad.
know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to see what
No.
side he's on.
Do you know the actor Corey Feldman?
Yeah, man.
Tell me Amos, and go back and Google a picture of Corey Feldman from the movie Stand By Me,
He
and
shouldn't
tell
have
me
to.
Amos doesn't look
Oh,
like
no.
Corey Feldman.
He shouldn't have to.
Why shouldn't he have to?
Because if I look like him, then he should know what it looks
Well, it may have been hell.
like. I swear to God, I'm gonna leave if you agree with him.
God damn.
Now his hair is a little. Now Amos's hair is a little shorter than when I initially made that comment. He had a little bit longer hair when I initially made the comment. To be fair,
Have the sweet.
and
Yeah,
he didn't have his porn. And he didn't have his porn stash.
it's 90%. It's 90% the glasses. The big framed glasses is what it is, but I can see it.
And that's. And I didn't say it
So-
disrespectfully.
So I don't know. I assume y'all have never met like in person, right?
No.
Because
Not as of
Okay.
yet.
so let me tell you one of the funniest things to me about Amos. So he wears glasses, right?
Fight joke.
He wears the glasses, right?
Looking at him, that he wears glasses.
Yeah, he wears the glasses, right? And see, that's what it is. People got bad eyesight. Amos
Okay.
actually, I just looked at his glasses one day, like because I was wanting to check it, see like what they looked like. And you've heard of people saying somebody has glasses that have like Coke bottle bottoms because they're so thick.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was a literal thing because
Yep.
his glasses or the glass in his the glasses he's wearing are so fucking thick, dude. It's insane. It is absolutely crazy.
Let me put some
Well, at least
topping
I
on
know-
top of that wonderful compliment. You gave. Okay. I got new glasses. Didn't get better.
That was what I was gonna say. You got new glasses and said the doctor said you needed even better.
Yep. Yep. did.
To be fair, Amos,
He sure did.
I not only told you look like Corey Feldman, though. I also said that if you dyed your hair blonde
Mhm.
and shaved your face, you'd look like Cody Rhodes.
Vanessa's all for dyeing my hair. I'm not on board.
You can dye your hair purple.
There you go, Raven. Look up a picture of Cody Rhodes. Tell me if he dyed his hair blonde, he
No.
wouldn't look like Cody.
There's no resemblance. I
Yes,
mean,
there is.
No, there's not.
With no glasses. No glasses, no facial hair, blonde hair.
You know, if
He
you just
would
take
look
away
like Cody
half
Rhodes.
my features, Dakota, I'll look like it.
Let's see.
I guess it depends which picture he.
Yeah, don't look up Stardust. Just look up Cody. Oh God, Cody's gonna kill me.
Get him,
I said
Cody.
the name.
Put him in the Cody cutter at least 8 times, please.
You don't put somebody in the Cody cutter. You hit them with the Cody cutter. Cody cutter is not a
Listen,
submission
just
hold.
for that smartass attitude, make it 9. Okay, just.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
You know what? Me and Raven are
Best
going to be good friends. I can see this.
So I was going to ask, because y'all been talking, Amos has told me, like, talked about you a couple of times. But I didn't know, because you've said it a few times during the stream since you got into the call that, like, making comments about people going to get you. Like, you just made the comment about Cody's going to kill you for saying that. So what, Amos has told me you work in wrestling, but how, like, I don't know what you actually do in that profession.
I didn't tell you the exact title because I didn't think.
That'll be an off-stream conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't know, like, I didn't know if you were just how big. I didn't know because my first thought when he said that, and we don't have to keep talking. I'm just talking now. I didn't know if like because I've got there's little like wrestling communities like around where we live or where I live specifically, like little tiny companies. So I didn't know if it was something like that or if it was actually bigger stuff like
Bigger stuff.
Yeah.
Message me on Discord. You obviously message me on Discord and I'll give you some details.
Okay, yeah. I just like I said, I was just wondering about that, but yeah, like you said, that's not something you want to be putting out over the air.
I tiptoe around it. I just don't go like in detail. Like I don't know.
How am I supposed to get the very top of this?
Very carefully.
I don't know if I have the eyesight.
Probably go. Try going up the scaffolding.
Can't use it.
For an
Trying to
achievement.
get the achievement.
Really?
Yeah.
The achievement for this level is to not use that scaffolding and clean everything, and it sucks.
Well, that's stupid.
And if you think that's bad, I've played this level. This is my 4th time playing through this because I'm helping Amos now, and I've played it 3 times.
That's like telling a firefighter put out the fire on the 4th floor, but you can't go up the ladder on the ladder truck.
This thing is looks like it has been on.
Anyway, Jamie, it's been a long day.
We have a ladder?
I hope I didn't crash your party too much.
You didn't crash my
No, you're good.
That's kind of what this is for. To hop in and talk about anything.
Well, I asked you 2 or 3 times before I just decided to pop in. You didn't say yes or no, so I was just like, oh.
Well, that's because I knew
I'm
you
just
would
gonna
just
do
pop
it. Okay. Wait a minute. What'd you say?
I said I knew you would just pop.
Your matter of fact, your stream just started to lag on me a little bit. Yeah.
Things going too quick, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Time to get inside, and I'm enjoying this warmer weather than up north, but
Hey, you're at a show right now.
I have meetings starting at 9 a.m.
Get some sleep. Go take care of that business. Tell everyone there they're doing a great job.
Yes.
They don't know who I am, but tell.
And when if you talk to Raven off stream, feel free to give him some details.
Yeah, I'll tell them.
Or Raven Megas have messaged me on Discord. I'll give you some details. Just I don't talk about it too openly especially on stream.
Yeah, you're good.
I'll wait until he leaves and I'll take.
Oh yeah, man. I wouldn't do that to you. If he
Right,
does try to do that, I'll let you know and you can get somebody on him about it.
I'm evil eye, so it's like you said, it's like I'm married already.
In my life, man.
Yeah, but you actually are. Is this what I had to look forward to?
10-year anniversary this year, man.
Like I said, is this what I have to look forward to? Nah,
Hasn't
I
left
joke
me yet.
about it, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, before you leave, you show Vanessa what I sent to go.
You asking me?
Here for a second.
Lord.
Like to show you that I'm not scared of what I.
Okay,
Alright,
I
so
don't know
I
how
didn't
you
say you
think I
were.
would be.
Alright. John was like, I bet you won't.
I did not say that.
He said something like that.
I did not.
So
Don't get me in trouble. No.
we,
Don't get me in trouble.
I'm absolutely gonna get you in trouble. So we're going. Dakota doesn't know much about wrestling. I said, okay, I'm gonna send you a wrestler, like the best
Just
looking.
by look.
Yeah,
Okay.
just by look. Nothing dirty, nothing nasty. So I sent him these 3 photos. First one, second one, third one. Not a wrestler. But yeah, see, Vanessa knows. And then I sent him what's cosplayer in a box. Hold on.
But she also wrestles. She does
She's
wrestle.
She's,
See? Say that again.
she's hot.
Yeah, man.
See?
She's like a combination of 2 of those people.
Yeah.
Got the
So-
body of the blonde, but the hair of the brunette.
But yeah, so that's what we were talking about earlier. And Sean's like, don't show Vanessa that.
I didn't.
No, he's
No,
not
I didn't
going
say
nowhere.
that.
So.
Yeah, see?
And I
See?
used to look like that.
She gets it.
He knew me when
I
I
did
used
not
to
say
look
that.
like that.
All right. Well,
I was a
Vanessa,
size-
it's good to
I
hear
was-
your voice. It's always good to hear your voice. You all have a lovely evening. Hey, I'm gonna send you a picture to send Raven.
Love you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
What?
I'll see you guys later.
Hey, Sean.
See ya. Oh, Lord. Fall off there for a minute.
The other guys that may be watching this, go tell your wife those photos. Doesn't reply.
Amos out here trying to ruin every marriage.
I am. I'm not trying to ruin everyone's marriage. I'm just saying I'm gonna expose. Hey, I'll be fair. I'll show her male wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be proud of her.
Fucking, my wife's leaving me. She upgraded. Let's
I don't
go.
think you understand. I don't really get jealous anymore. Oh, whatever happens, happens.
Went from getting jealous of
What up,
other
Frog?
people trying to get with your girlfriend at the time, wife now, to being jealous of people that have better internet than you.
Yeah, no, those people can go rot.
Good God. Oh, man.
They can go rot. Oh, look at me. I can download 15 things instead of 2. Oh, look at me.
Oh, Lord.
Frog, how you doing, man?
Good Lord, my mans. I was going to tell you, I think I've talked to you about this before, about AGDQ and SGQ, the speedrunning events.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was watching, they just had that event, it just wrapped up this weekend. And I was watching through some of the VODs, because I don't get a chance to watch them live anymore, unfortunately. And I found a runner that I really like. His name's Ecdysis. I think that's how you say it.
Is it
And he's like a-
DEYSI?
I believe so. ECDY. He does horror games. His big thing is like Clock Tower, but he just runs a whole bunch of horror games. So I found him. He was doing a Clock Tower speed run, and then I think he commentated on the couch for a run. Yeah, I was watching some of his stuff on his YouTube channel earlier at work.
Which horror game did he run?
I believe he did the first Clock Tower. The problem is, I watched like his run I believe he did a run at AGDQ. The thing is, I've been watching a lot of his stuff, just his VODs on YouTube from Twitch. So now I'm like getting mixed up about what I've watched that was his stuff and what, because one of the things that GDQ does when they're not hosting the two big events for the Summer Games Done Quick and Awesome Games is they have just little events they do too. That are like big public events, and one of them is a event they do. I think it's like twice or it's bi-weekly, so twice a month. It would be on Wednesdays, called Tales from the or Speed Runs from the Crypt, where they do like horror runs for a day. And I know I watched one of those, and one of the ones I watched was like him commentating over somebody that did the entire like OG Clock Tower series. And like there was one runner for the first game, he ran the second game, and then there was two different runners for the other two games. So now I'm like questioning myself, like, is that what I'm thinking of? Did he not actually run? Was he just a commentator this year? But I think he did run it this at AGDQ this year. But like I said, I've consumed so much of his content from his YouTube so far, I'm losing track of what actually I've watched that's his and what's GDQ specific now.
Right.
Because you were asking like if he ran. I'm pretty sure he did run the original Clock Tower game this year or last week.
Do you hate your job more now? You're glad it's great.
Good. If you want a great job, you should come work for us. You're not helping out, Amos. Shut the fuck up.
At least in our market, they won't fire you for any.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, it takes an act of Congress to get fired for us, or just not showing up, apparently.
I remember the guy that used to work for us, but he left. He didn't get fired. And you remember that guy named... I'm going to name drop. I don't care. You remember that guy named Jamie?
I don't know if I ever worked with him.
I don't know if you worked with him. I worked with him multiple times. He was god-awful. And...
Oh, yeah?
there was a day where Kay comes in and she goes, "Have you seen Jamie yet?" And I'm like, "Oh, am I supposed to be working with him today?" And she goes, "Yeah, were you not told?" And I said, "What do you think?" And she goes, "All right, well, I found him." I said, "Okay." She goes, "He's in his car asleep." And she took a picture of him asleep in his car, and she sent it to Adam, because this wasn't the first time we did it, by the way.
Yeah.
And she sent it to Adam, and then she sent it to me. Like, she showed me the picture. So when I saw that, I called Adam and I said, "Are we gonna do it now? Like, you literally know where he's at. Come down here and fire him." And long story short, they never fired him. And then the day they were going to fire him, he gets hurt. Like, he gets hurt on the job.
Yup.
So they can't fire him. So he was out for 2 months. I think it was 2 months. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember if it was his back or his knee. He was out for 2 months. And then I think he quit as soon as he came back. And I'm just like, "Adam, you guys dropped the ball." Like, so hard. Like, he was 5 minutes from the distribution. 5 minutes from the plant. And you guys couldn't come out and fire him? He goes,
Yep.
"Yeah, we didn't make a good choice." I was like, "Yeah, no shit, Sherlock." I didn't get it.
Well, I mean, they can't even fire employees themselves, from what I've understood, unless it's like something absolutely severe. Like, at least then, like, I guess he could say he was there, but he was just asleep. But they have to go through HR to get people fired, from what I've always been told. So I don't know if they could have like sent that picture on and been like, "Hey, can we just fire him or what?"
Cat, do you mind? Busy here.
Let's see.
Oh, I meant to tell you as well. I probably won't be playing Saturday
Sure you will.
because we've got the Royal Rumble.
Nah, man, you ain't got time for all that.
Of course, the door's always open if you want. If you wanted to join, be here on
I don't
Discord.
even know.
I'd just
I
share
don't
my
even know how to do that.
What?
I don't know
I'll
what a
host a
watch
stream
party
on
is.
Discord.
How do I bring snacks to a watch party? I don't understand.
From
What do you mean? But how is everybody else gonna eat it,
that's not my problem,
bruh?
bruh.
You hosting a watch party and you ain't getting snacks prepared for everybody.
Hosting a watch party. Bring your best Rolex. Okay.
Rolex? What? Why am I bringing a watch? The fuck are you on, Amos?
Yes, kid.
What the fuck are you on? I'm about to come to your fucking house and you're gonna explain it to me.
It's like you just kick in the door about that explanation.
You're a psychopath.
What is
That's
a
what I think.
Rolex?
I know what a Rolex is. It's a fucking watch. I just don't know what that had to do with the conversation about food.
I said it's a watch party.
Oh, see, that would have been good if it was funny.
Hey, it was gonna be fun.
Heard you like watch parties, so we put watches in watches so you can watch while you watch.
Watch party in the video's nothing. Going.
Cool. Yeah, maybe. I might show up. I don't know.
That's up to you.
Be
The
great
thing-
to show up and have no idea what the fuck's going on with anybody.
That's all right. I mean,
I'd
I know
get,
last time Reed joined it.
he's into aspects of the wrestling.
Yeah, he's in a certain aspect of it. He would.
Y'all have to, fucking, I've already lost his name. Who's the guy that was just in the call? I can't remember anybody's fucking names today.
That was Sean.
Sean, that's it. Yeah, I'll just have to DM him on Twitter and be like, hey man, I'm gonna be at the watch party. Need you to download me on like 50 years of wrestling info real quick.
Probably.
He'll
Did.
be like, I already got the graph set up. Let's go.
Well, back in 1937,
Oh Lord.
Max is great.
I don't know about all that, but I got this watch that's got a light up face on it though.
Do what?
So I got this watch with a light up face on it though.
I got Garmin. That's a cool watch, right? Am I hip with it now? Hello,
Yeah,
fellow
man.
kids. Got my Heelys on.
I got this watch right here. It's got 29 and a half different functions, and none of them is being a watch.
One of them actually goes, haha, bet you wish I could tell time. My favorite app. What time is it? Man,
Yeah.
shut your ass up.
What time is it? It's time for you to get a fucking watch. I wanted to make that now. I want to make a brand of watches that's literally just, it's time for you to get a watch.
Dude, people would probably buy it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they would. That's all it says on
We
the
are a
page.
consumer base of idiots. Oh,
Oh, man.
there are people that buy e-girls farts in a jar. Okay, I think you can get away with.
Yeah, boy.
I think you. God, don't ever do that again. That sounded horrible. That sounded.
What, you don't like this voice, you fuck?
Cool.
I ain't allowed to be passionate about my hobbies.
No. No, not at all. Oh. All right, Frog. Thanks for stopping in. See you later.
I didn't know this was a communist country we was in.
I didn't hear no damn bell.
This is America. Planet of Free and Home to Get the Fuck Out.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta send you that too. There was an actual skit they did a long time ago. It was like 2000 something, and there was a wrestler named JBL,
Oh, yeah.
and they did a skit of him, quote unquote, on the Mexican border, and he kicked a
Oh, God.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, that clip would go over real well these days.
Oh man, I'll admit it's pretty funny. He's like he kicks him. He goes, "You go back to Mexico and you tell your family and you tell your friends that if you try to sneak back into America, JBL's waiting for you." It's just like what?
That's fucking Lord. God damn.
Oh yeah, no, they got away with some interesting things. I'm gonna send you one that I can't talk about.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Had to deal with Vince McMahon.
Fucking Vince McMahon, dude. He's another fucking big ass meme I remember.
There was another random skit. This was really funny. I don't remember the wrestlers who were. Oh, it was. You've heard of the Dudley Boys? Have you heard of them?
I've heard the name. I don't know if I've ever actually seen them.
They're the guys that like he smacks one of them in the chest and he goes, "Get the tables." They do like.
That
Anyway.
sounds familiar. I'm sure if I saw it, I'd remember it.
I think you would too, but I guess that's kind of. Anyway, so they're in the ring, and I don't remember the exact storyline to this. They're in the ring. And there were two guys. There was another tag team of Chris Jericho and Christian, and like I said, I don't remember what led up to it or anything of that nature. But they're in the ring and they have like their bag, like they carry all their wrestling in.
Yeah.
And they come out and they're just ruffling through the bag. And they pull out this little like jar. It looks like Vicks Vapor Rub, but it says ass cream on it. And he goes, ass cream? Who uses this? And then Chris Jericho starts talking. He goes, "Hey, you put down my Christian's ass cream." It's just so funny. Oh, really good. One was pretty solid.
Oh, Lord. Good Lord.
Yeah, those skits are kind of cringy now. Like, I don't mean that in an offensive way. I'm just saying, like, they're just...
They are what they are. They're a product of their time.
They were absolutely... I will say that until my face...
It's already blue. Number D.
Oh, my gosh. Have you heard that song that copies that?
Probably.
Like, I don't know the words to it. Like, I'm feeling all right. I'm gonna have the best night of my life. No, that song. And I can't believe it. I finally know how old people feel. Because people are like, "Man, this song is great. What an original idea." And I'm like, I'm gonna stab you in.
Yep.
You think that she came up with that all on her own?
Yeah, well, I love that when new music samples old music, and they're like, "Oh man, this is so good! I can't believe we came up with this." Like, you fucking son of a bitch! I'll kill you where you stand. You will die.
Will hurt you greatly. Do not slander Eiffel 65 like that ever. First CD I ever got.
Hell yeah.
It was a burn CD. It wasn't actual the CD. The first CD I ever bought was Baja Man Who Let the Dog.
Hell yeah, boy. You love to see it.
Look on the disapproval on my dad's face.
Hell yeah. I don't know that I ever actually bought any CDs myself. I remember the first CD I was given as a gift. It was trying to think how to say this. I think the title was called The Re-Up, but it was like Eminem and like a bunch of the group, like him and his group D12 and a bunch of like new rappers that they had, I guess, pulled together.
Mm.
And that's I got that for Christmas from like my dad and stepmom think my stepsister had told them that they should buy it for me. Like it. Cool. I don't listen to music. Or
I
at
mean, I
that
listen
time,
to
I didn't.
music, but I don't really. Who are you listening to right now? Like when you pop in like Pandora or Spotify or whatever it is.
I don't listen to either. I don't have either of those.
Oh, really?
I
You don't
have the
listen to
music.
anything?
I don't have those specifically. I have music on my phone
Oh, okay.
that the data is so old. It's from back when MP3 players were how you listen to music. Like I have, like back when like
That's a wave that
MP3
came
players were a
on.
thing, and you put the music on them. You know, before there was really cards like SD cards. Um, I still have files from back then that I have just moved up through the years to new MP3 players and then onto a card. And now I have the same card. I just keep moving it from phone to phone whenever I upgrade.
So, what kind of songs do you have on your phone?
I can have just about anything you could imagine, to be honest. A lot of it's going to be rock and rap of some kind or another.
That's
That's
right.
good. Yeah, it's going to be something along that line. It's also going to be a lot of country just because, I mean,
I've
that's
got
just going to
very
be the
few
vibe of it.
country songs I favorite. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
square. I still use Pandora. Everyone's like, it's all about Spotify. Probably is. I'm just too fake at
I've never
Spotify.
used either of those services. I've just never, I guess, never got around to trying to use them for any reason. Because I've always had, like I said, the MP3 players. Then when I moved them to a card, I just keep moving that card up and just adding music to it. Just either downloading or buying it from wherever.
I used it for
So,
podcast originally. Pandora for podcast.
yeah.
Before I got used to Apple Pod. But there was a country singer, early 2000s. I think it was early 2000s that I talk about, and when I bring this kid up, because it was people are like, that wasn't a real singer, and I'm like, no, it is. It is a real singer because I have his cassette tape somewhere, like, not cassette, yeah, cassette tape. His yeah, cassette. Tape. For some reason I was thinking, not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Old man, older,
Yep.
dumb hand, memory loss. Nice knowing you guys.
Yep.
Um,
See you in the funny pages.
already there, baby. But his name was Billy Kid. No, not Billy. That's a wrestler.
Mm. Billy the
Um,
Kid. All
what was his name? I know the name of the album. The album's name was Oak.
right.
None of those are it. Uh,
Oh,
I know it was Billy.
Billy Idol. Billy Talent. Billy Eilish.
Billy.
Uh,
Mm,
By the way, how much money do you have in the game right now?
200.
Billy Kirk
Billy Gilman.
Gilman. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, but anyway, I've told people about that, and Like I've never heard of him. I'm like, well, you probably haven't, but I enjoyed that or that.
Mm.
It wasn't like groundbreaking or. It's just one of those CDs that I enjoy.
I'm back.
Oh God, it's the devil.
That wasn't a storyline we did.
Yeah, I've mostly got that. I've got
There we go.
probably the most obscure. I've got one of Alan Jackson's.
So, Amos, I meant to ask you earlier. What did you think of the Hall of Fame induction?
I didn't watch it. I'm glad everyone got in though.
It was Helton, Beltray, and Mauer.
Fine by me. I'm more laughing at the fact that Alex Rodriguez. But scumbag never made.
I saw an interview Roger Clemens gave. He said he thinks Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. You know what? For years, I said Pete Rose shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame because he broke the Cardinals. He broke the Cardinal rule of baseball, and he lied about it for years. But now with all these with like pregame shows for Major League Baseball are being sponsored by gambling sites, so it's kind of hypocritical at this point now.
Yeah, but you know, ego. Never gonna.
The only problem I ever had with Pete Rose is he lied about it for years, and he'd still be lying about it if he hadn't made money on a book.
That's my problem with A-Rod. I don't like A-Rod because not only did he do steroids and lie about it, he got someone else arrested for what he did. Like someone else went to jail.
That was Barry Bonds. That wasn't A-Rod.
No, it was because he had that facility in Florida.
Oh, that's right. Barry Bonds was Balco in San Francisco.
Now, granted, the doctor kind of lied under oath, but at the same time, like, why would you do that? Like, you're just gonna get caught. And that's the thing. Like, A-Rod's scot free. He's making money now, and he's, I think he was on Fox Sports or something. Meanwhile, that doctor lost his license and he went to jail. And A-Rod not once just said like, "Oh well, sorry about that." Never apologized properly.
Oh,
A-Rod's a scumbag.
when you're a big celebrity, you don't feel like you have to apologize. Unfortunately,
Yeah, that's what makes you a scumbag.
Yup.
I'm gonna skirt around this because I know Amos will at least know what I'm talking about. There's a certain wrestler that I used to love when I was a kid that didn't apologize for what he did and what he said. He apologized for getting caught.
Mm.
Yeah,
I know you know who I'm talking about.
I think I do. About 80%.
I have a vague memory of this.
Brother.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I cringed when I heard that.
Got one more run until he makes it down the ramp, trip, breaks his ankle.
Here's what I will say. I will, as far as Hogan goes, I will always pop when I hear his theme music because his theme music always brings me back to when I was a little kid watching wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, it's like, thank you for everything you did for the business. I'm sorry that you have soiled my childhood in some ways, but yeah, now go away. Like, I'm never going to be one of those people that says because of everything he's done that soiled his legacy. I'm never going to be one of those people that says I was never a fan. And I've explained this to you. Like, the little kid in me when I was a wrestling fan loved Hogan because I didn't understand wrestling then. as I became a teenager and as I now am an adult, I look back and I realize Hogan was kind of boring. His promos were not good. He is very limited in the ring, and as I've gotten older and whatnot, I appreciate the Macho Man Randy Savages, the Shawn Michaels, the more well-rounded competitor.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Dakota earlier. I don't know if you. That's the thing about older wrestling. I know it was a staple of your childhood, and that's great and all, so you could. But it just didn't look very good. Like, I've watched a
Well,
few
no,
matches.
my childhood was the 80s. The 80s was great. I know the era you were talking about. You were talking about the 70s.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know how to explain it without sounding selfish. Like, they did that for a reason, obviously. But
They weren't as athletic as they. It's no different than if you watch an NBA game. You know, the reason that Dr. J and Michael Jordan were part of the reason they were so popular is there weren't as many people doing dunks back then as there are now.
LeBron James to go.
You know, I mean, it's the evolution of the human like the evolution of man, so to speak.
I don't know enough about basketball.
Put it this way, Triple H said it best. When they had when NXT had the first War Games match,
4 games.
he was asked. He said, "Why did you take the roof off of the War Games cage?" He said because he basically said in 1980 when Dusty came up with War Games, did you really want to see Dusty Rhodes jumping off the top of the cage? No. But do you want to see Adam Cole and Ricochet jumping off the top of the cage? Yeah.
Adam Cole, baby.
Another great streamer, by the way.
Yep. I've watched
Chugs.
probably 2.
He's fun. He is fun. So many of the wrestlers that stream, they let their personality out. I love watching Up, Up, Down, Down. Shayna Baszler is fun anytime she's on there. The Bays.
The Bay.
I'm back to talking about I don't know how to word this. Like athletes doing like drugs and shit in their profession. Now I don't know if this is true. I want to preface this. This could be like an internet thing and it's a lie, whatever. If it is, then my bad. But fucking what's his name? The Tour de Force guy, the guy that won like the fucking award all the time.
Lance Armstrong.
One Nut Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong, yes. I saw a thing once, and again, like I said, this could just be the internet. Maybe this was a lie. That said, if they took away his trophy for winning, but if you were to go down the line of people, like after him, second place, third, so on and so forth, there was some absurd number of people that were also on drugs, like performance-enhancing drugs, behind him. And it was something like, I don't know how many people are in that race.
I don't know the exact.
I have never truly understood, and this is across all sports, even wrestling to a point, what quote unquote is performance enhancing. Look, if a drug's illegal, a drug's illegal. But the bottom line is, even if A-Rod and Bonds were doing steroids, for example, you still have to have the hand-eye coordination to hit the ball. I could be the most powerful human on earth, but if I can't time up a pitch, it ain't gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, but that's the point. It makes it. Do get it right.
Well, I think that would come down more to, if you take that out of the equation, say that for baseball, say everybody's equal in terms of their ability to hit the ball, just across the board. Everybody can always hit it, say 70% of the time, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you take that stat off the board, them doing those drugs mean that the 70% of the time that they are hitting it, they will always be hitting potentially the home run every time over somebody, assuming they're doing, say, steroids to increase their muscle mass.
Yeah, no.
It
And
gives
that's
them the
fair.
strength of it. That's the example. And I know, I mean, you gotta. There's a lot of little things to do in it, but I guess the biggest thing is like, because I remember this is going a little off base, but somebody once said, this was supposed to be like a joke post. I'm hoping that they're like, you know what, with all like people getting called out for like steroid abuse in sports, why don't we just separate it and have a league where you don't do that and a league where you can just do whatever you want? And one of their comments was like, let's see how far a human can literally just hit a fucking baseball.
I'm fine with
I'm
that.
like,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
yeah, if you could make it legalized that way, I mean, that would be one way to handle that.
Here's the problem though, with when you're talking specifically steroids. Steroids, unless you have a legal prescription, are illegal.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other big thing is they are by every
Like that.
merit. Yeah,
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're good. I think I actually cut you off, but yeah, the overall is they're just illegal, so nobody should be taking them regardless.
Well,
But
and that was the thing that always bothered me is like they would say, I'd hear people say, well, baseball didn't have a rule against them. Baseball doesn't need to have a rule against them if they're illegal.
yeah,
Hey, no stabbing the first baseman as you run around the bag. Okay.
I mean,
yeah. I
Baseball-
mean,
there's no
it's-
rule
baseball
against
doesn't
it.
have
I
a-
mean,
baseball, as far as I know, doesn't have a rule against a 22-year-old baseball player dating a 14-year-old. But guess what?
Oof.
Wander Franco's still suspended.
I love when people
well,
mess
well.
up their career. I love it so much. That's my guilty pleasure. I don't care how that makes me sound. If you're dumb enough, like you have all the money, you have your future set in stone. Like you just got money from a professional baseball team. You have a job that only 900 something people have in the whole world. And you go and you mess it up to that magnitude, I'm gonna laugh at you so hard.
Well, did you hear the latest last week?
Oh yeah, he just gets
About the mother?
dumber. Yeah, he just gets dumber.
The
and
mother
dumber.
should be in jail too.
Yeah, absolutely should.
Mm.
Taking hush. She because from what I read, she was basically selling her daughter.
He was, yeah. Talk about what me and Dakota talked about in the last stream. Not every parent should be a parent. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, some people aren't made for that.
And the price for her teenage daughter was only $10,000.
Yep, yeah. Well, that was enough for Wander Franco to mess it all up. So, right?
Yeah. But
I just love when people. I'm sorry. I mean, well, actually, I'm not sorry. I love when people mess up their. I love it so much.
Well,
Like,
and that. Go ahead, Amos.
no, that's all I got. That's pretty much where the sentence ended.
Well, that is something I've always thought about. Is even outside of like just talking because we're specifically talking about like sports and like stupid shit like doing steroids or the thing y'all are talking about with this guy. Outside of that, you've got like how many content creators can y'all think of off the top of your heads that have screwed something up where they were like, being pedophiles, where they were, cheating on their wives, whether it was with underage ladies or not, all that kind of stuff. And it comes back to a single thought I've had in two tiers. One is, how hard is it to be successful and not be a fucking piece of shit scumbag? Because I've got... Go ahead.
the thing is, it's sort of like what you were saying. The thing that amazes me is I hear all these stories about, teachers and students, and everybody picks one makes it sound like guys are the worst when it comes to this. I hear more stories about female teachers ending up with their male students.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you throw away your career, your life, just for what?
Young boop.
Yeah, and
I mean,
and it's a thing. The thing I said about tears is my other side of that is I've often wondered because there's a lot of take me and Amos right now. We're streaming.
Yep.
Maybe it'll become a thing for us. Maybe it won't down the road. I mean, me and him are just doing it as a hobby. And if it goes somewhere cool, if it doesn't, that's fine too. Because we just like playing games. So we like playing games together.
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder about some of the people, because I mean, Amos, we've got favorite content creators that have gone bust because they did stupid shit. And it sometimes does make me wonder: is it like, are the people who get successful people who are like that? Like they've always been like that? If that makes sense, what I'm saying. Like they have those proclivities, and that helps make them successful in a weird way.
I think
And
it's a
that,
combination of two things. One, it's human nature to want what you can't have or not supposed to have. And two, once you get to a certain level and you feel like you're a powerful person, you feel like the rules of everyday life don't apply to you.
yeah,
Yeah, you feel like you can get away with it. That's why so many people buy it.
Because most of them can.
Well, I mean, most of them can to an extent. Eventually, it catches up to them.
Bill Cosby got away with it apparently for 40 years.
Yeah, and did it catch up to him?
yeah,
Yeah, but at this point, he's basically, I mean, he's so old, he's basically, I mean, what's it matter to him now, though?
Doesn't matter. It still caught up to him. He ruined 40 years of hard work. He ruined 40 years of reputation and being known as a good, clean comedian and a good, he was in a show, right? Like he had the Bill Cosby show. All that is tattered, including the people he worked with. Because some people hold those people accountable too, which is not. But some people will hold them accountable.
And those people aren't getting their royalties because the Cosby Show is not on syndication anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it does catch up. And not to mention his family has to live with that now.
You're right, it does. Yeah, I don't even know if I can bring this.
I guess Oh, go ahead.
How do you think the family of Chris Benoit feels?
Oh, probably horrible. Like, absolutely horrible.
Flip around there.
And Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero are the perfect examples of, how you live your life and how you end your life is how you're remembered. Eddie Guerrero to this day is remembered and beloved and talked about almost on a weekly basis. WWE doesn't even mention Chris Benoit's name anymore, and they shouldn't.
Fuck him. Fuck you, Chris. Your stupid spirit.
Pretty much.
Hope you're crippler cross-facing yourself in hell.
Which, I mean, there's, like I was saying, I mean, yeah, it makes me worry sometimes. Like I said, if, it's, it's like, what is it? I remember seeing a post, this been a while back now, about somebody talking about, if I was a millionaire or a billionaire, I would be using my money to help folks out, giving away to charities, all this and that, referring to, how most millionaires and billionaires don't do that, or they don't do it as much as people think they should. And someone made a good point about, well, see, the thing is, you won't become a millionaire because your morality, I guess would be the best way to say it, wouldn't let you do the things you need to do. And
do you ever notice the people that are saying that are the ones that aren't millionaires? But as soon as they become millionaires, it's like, oh, do you remember what you said?
Oh yeah, but they made a good point of like a lot of millionaires make their money off the backs of other people. Like they're just like a good example is whatever the fuck his name is, the Amazon guy. Is it
Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos. I'm sure everybody and their mothers heard about the conditions in his warehouses and stuff. And it's like, could either of you right now, if somebody had it all set up for you and you had to do the kind of things he's doing, and you were guaranteed to make the amount of money he's making now, could you do that to other people as a working condition?
I'll sit here and say no, but I also understand that Amazon is so big. I think it's hard to properly address every single thing.
Yeah, it
And
is.
it probably isn't. This is probably going to sound harsh, and I'm not defending Jeff Bezos. Are running probably the biggest company on the planet. You need to have more, at least the best you can. But to him, there's probably quote unquote bigger things going on than his employees not being able to use the bathroom, which is a cruddy thing to say, but that's probably true.
Yeah, and there's always levels to it, like you're saying. I mean, I'm sure, you know, it's not all on him. I'm sure there's people in his company that should be the people that take care of that, like HR people, human resources people that should be taking care of that. And maybe he doesn't put the money he needs to towards that, or maybe the HR side of his company just doesn't do their fucking job. I mean, Amos, I'm sure you know how our HR company is.
They're great.
Or the HR. Oh yeah, they're fantastic. And I'm sure, and I don't mean to disparage the people themselves. I'm talking about the department itself. People can have a bad day, shit happens, but at the end of the day, you got to look at the whole. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's not him directly, but as the figurehead for everything, it gets put on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they talk about, could you do the practices that they do that made them that kind of money, to whatever extent, whether it's all on him or just 25% him. I couldn't make people work like that, assuming it was that easy. I mean, again, it's multi-layered. You can't just call it that.
There's an old business saying, and I can somewhat agree with this, given some of the things I've been through in my life and actually deal with even today. And when it comes to business, you can make friends or you can make money.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
You got to be.
Oh, Bill Gates seems like a pretty nice guy.
For the,
Mr. B seems like a pretty nice guy.
There are exceptions to every rule.
Yep.
But at least when you're see, he's at the stage though where he can afford to be a nice guy still.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to do what he does.
He doesn't have to, no, but he can afford to. But I guarantee you, I can guarantee you, when he was building his fortune, he stepped on some toes.
Oh, I'm sure.
And because here's the thing. And I've said this to you in different personal conversations that you and I've had, Amos. You find out who your real friends are when the chips are down. It's easy to be somebody's friend when things are riding high, when that friend has a loaded pocket full of money. Then you find out you have all kinds of friends because everybody has their hand out. It's when you're down and you don't have much and you find out who your real friends are. Those are the ones that when you get to that high point, those are the ones that you want to make sure you look after.
Oh, yeah. No, I've said this before, and I know it's on record. I think Dakota's heard me say this before. If I ever won the lottery, me and Vanessa agreed that we would take a certain percent of it, and we don't know to what or to who, but we would absolutely donate. Look, it's on record again. I don't care, because I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. I don't know the percentage, but we told ourselves that if we ever won the lottery, we would manage because we're lucky. Hey, we got a lot of luck here and won $6 million, and I don't care if the government took half of it. I don't give a shit. I don't need $50.
Nope.
A lot of people can make businesses start with just $1 million.
Here's a good story of selfishness for you. I forget the name of the NFL player. Bought his parents a house with his signing bonus. Well, he got cut, ended up out of the league, and his parents sued him for the house payments because they couldn't make the payments on the house. They sued their own son.
Someone's not kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of shit like that that baffles me. I don't understand it. And I say that as someone who had a very rough period of time with my father, like very rough, where I essentially didn't talk to him for over a year. Things were so bad, and he's gotten better. He goes and has gotten like therapies and stuff to help him because he does have mental problems. Um, and I even then, even in the middle of that, I wouldn't. He wouldn't have done that kind of shit to him, and I wouldn't do it to him in return, even at my worst with him. And I don't understand how people can do that kind of shit. As well as like that conversation we were having last time, Amos, about raising kids and shit like that. I forget the specific example we were talking about, but there was something you had mentioned. And I was like, yeah, I don't fucking drives me batshit bonkers, whatever it was we were talking about then.
I think we were just talking about parents being.
Yeah, essentially. I thought you had some example, but I can't remember what it was. Something that had happened. Or maybe it was something else. Oh, no, I remember. It wasn't the parents' conversation. It was when we were talking about YouTube pranksters, and I mentioned that trend they were doing with the milk.
Yeah.
And I was like, how fucking like, if you had the most extreme example of trying to do that in the best way possible, would be you go in, talk to the managers to do it. You purchase the milk to use for this, and you help clean up. And even then, still, you are wasting people's time and making extra work for them. There's like that. It's the extreme version. And these kids, as far as I know, because I've never been a part of it, are just going in and doing this stupid shit to get some views. And I'm like, it fucking infuriates. As someone who's worked in a convenience or a grocery store, and Amos, because you worked in the same one I did.
Yep.
If someone came in and did that shit when I was working in dairy, I would physically force them to clean that shit up.
I wouldn't be touching it.
And I would make them clean it. I would make sure nobody else cleaned it up, even if it got me fired. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand people. That goes to the other conversation we had about me not understanding our species, really.
I'm glad I made the title appropriate.
Yeah. People are weird, man.
There's some good people out there too. Like there are. It's unfortunately bad review.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Eric Bischoff's book said it best: controversy creates cash, not happiness. Like he doesn't say happiness creates cash.
Yep. Let's see, where's the fucking ladder at?
But nobody sees that.
Unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
Yup.
I know, and the most insane thing to me about that saying is that we can change that. Like we can change that. I mean that. Like people can change that. But we
and
don't
Amos,
want
I
to.
know you're not. I don't know about Raven, but one of the most powerful things that Gene Roddenberry teaches us in Star Trek is there's nothing wrong with embracing differences.
Yeah.
Like, I wish we could live in a world like similar to Star Trek where it doesn't matter what sex you are, or creed you are, or race you are, or speaking in a Star Trek term, what species you are. But like nobody judges anybody. Like and he was doing that in Star Trek in the 60s.
Yep.
Like I don't know if you're a sci-fi fan or a Star Trek fan, but I mean that was always the biggest message to me in Star Trek. It was like they didn't care if you were a different species.
Yeah. And see, the great thing about Gene Roddenberry, and you said not knowing about whether I'm sci-fi or Trek fan. I think it was not last year, but the year before last. Got very heavily. I had watched it before enough to consider myself a fan, but I got a Paramount subscription just to start watching as much Star Trek as I could. Yeah, Picard was the big thing that drew me in, but then I started watching. I rewatched Voyager
Okay.
and the Next
Okay,
Generation.
and text Raven my number. He can text me anytime he wants. I could talk Star Trek with him all day.
But the great thing about Gene Roddenberry is he had this great creative vision, but he was also a man that had a lot of personal problems. You know, people have talked about it for years about, he had, drug problems. People did consider him not heavily, but he was a bit of a misogynist sometimes. But he was also someone who had this vision of what he wanted the world to be, you know. And I think that's even better than him being like, even if he had not being the perfect person, is better than if he had been, because that shows that even though he had, normal human problems, that he could envision something better than what we had to live in right now.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer. I've always been a firm believer, and I'm not going to get into too much detail because I think you two will know what I'm saying. Like, has America had problems in their history? Yes. Are there things to look down on this country and say, I can't believe we allowed that to happen? Yes. But instead of erasing history, still teach it in your school so you can say, this is what happened, this is why it happened, this is why it should never happen again. If you just ignore it like it never happened and tear down statues and remove things and basically try to erase history, we're just going to repeat it because we're not going to learn anything from it.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah, absolutely.
that's me on my. I didn't mean to get on a soapbox, but
Oh, that's all this is. The last two streams apparently. Um, yeah, I mean, what's the phrase of what you were saying? Learn from the past, or you're doomed to repeat it, or learn from history, or you're doomed to repeat it. Exactly that. I mean, so I
how are you going to
mean,
learn from it if you don't teach it?
yeah, that's exactly it. I don't understand it. I mean, you would think that would be the easiest fucking lesson to learn, but some people,
Yeah.
some people don't want to learn. That's the big thing that I don't like about our species. It seems like people want to be mad more than they want solutions to things.
Do you know? And I don't know about schools down there, Amos. Do you know they don't teach cursive in schools anymore?
Oh
It
yeah,
wouldn't surprise me,
I don't think
Because
they do down here anymore
but
either.
I'm not too upset by that because that's something that I could.
I'm upset by that only because, and I realize so many things are e-signature nowadays. But like, there's a whole generation of kids that aren't going to know how to even sign their name on like paperwork at a bank.
But then again,
Yeah,
how much of our generation?
I mean,
But
that's a
I
good
don't
but
go
that's
to a
but
bank.
it's still basic. That's still basic, fundamental. Like I couldn't imagine leaving elementary school. I couldn't imagine getting to fifth grade without knowing how to write my name in cursive.
yeah, but I
And
think
maybe it's
that
just
also, I still think it's a good skill to learn
Yeah, no, it
and to
is. Oh
have,
God,
but I also understand that the way things are now, it's probably far less, because that's like, I've had a bank account for I don't know how long. I didn't get it when I first went full time. Before I got my bank account, I just had a green dot card, which was just like a generic online banking card.
did you say we could
Um,
use it?
you can't use it over there, Ames, because it won't set up over there. Unless you see spots for it. I
I don't
didn't
think.
see any when I was looking.
Anyway, you were saying.
Um, but what was I saying? Had the green dot card. Went to a bank. Oh, basically what I was getting at was I set up my whole bank account. Um, and the big thing about like what you said about how needing to sign your name. Oh, what was that? So hey, Pop. Uh, what is? Oh, Simon. Thanks for the raid, Simon. Hope your stream went well. Raiders coming on in. If y'all need to raid and run, that's absolutely fine. Do what y'all need to do. Same for you, Simon.
Good.
Um, Yeah, we're just I guess we're on our soapbox streaming
Talking about
tonight.
life.
Talking about
Uh,
life, being mad sometimes.
I'll give you another perfect example of something that they don't teach enough in schools, Raven. I mentioned to a buddy of mine that I work with. I said to him, it was literally December 7th. I said, one of the saddest days in American history. He said, what's that? I said, Pearl Harbor. Oh, it was December 7th, the day the movie came out?
Oh Lord.
And I just looked at him and I walked away. I was like, you don't.
Look, I blame curriculum more than.
That's fair.
Yeah, hey
The
Pop.
teachers can only teach what they're dictated to teach.
Oh,
It,
Pop said in regards to the cursive thing. What about buying a house? You know, that's another good example, I suppose.
Oh Lord, yeah, those need to be taught immediately. Like
But
borderline advanced stage of learning how to.
what was the thing I was going to finish with?
um,
Oh,
A good one.
I'm
the
not going to get into detail, but I'm going to mention this just to give Amos a laugh. There's a certain somebody we both know, and I've told you this story. I had to explain how a mortgage worked to a person.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know I've told you this story and I've told you this story with that other person in a chat with us, so I'm not picking on the person necessarily. But you couldn't help but laugh, could you?
No, I felt bad. I actually really felt bad because
I know what to do.
that's
You're good at it.
And I'm dancing around it because I'm not trying to pick on her, but we did laugh. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, a mortgage and what were you saying, Dakota? Here?
Did I say something wrong?
No, he's
Gotcha.
no, like it's just and I hate to say it because I don't feel embarrassed by it, but like we got Leo's the other day, he's doing great, but he's having a hard time. What money is, and I'm sitting there, not talk to him what coin. So now that I know that's a problem, we can teach him about the basics of what money.
Now I'll be honest with you. When I was probably Leo's age, and Leo's in what grade?
First.
Yeah, when I was in first grade and we were learning about money, I did. Now back then, I did have a problem with telling the difference between nickels and dimes.
Yep.
I had to have a nickel and a dime back then, like right next to each other, before I could tell which one was which. But
Yeah.
see, like, luckily, like you, my parents saw that. They worked with me, and I quickly picked up on it. But initially, I had a hard time unless I had one right next to the other. And I realized that nickel, for whatever reason, was bigger than a dime. Whoever decided that made no sense, but I would think that the larger denomination would be the bigger. Never mind.
Oh, I showed Leo a piece of Canadian money. He thought that was our money. I said, nope, that's not our money. That's different countries have different currencies. What? Oh.
Now, be honest. If I had mentioned about a tragic day in American history and it was December 7th, would you have known what I was talking about?
Yes. I love
Nope.
history.
Okay, good.
I wouldn't have known, but I have problems with remembering dates and history.
Oh, okay. You are back.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, I was definitely just to talk to Simon real quick about his raid.
No problem.
Yeah, I like history and like dates just go over my head. It's one of the few things my brain refuses to conceptualize dates for some reason. I don't know why.
But once I said Pearl Harbor, you wouldn't have said, is that the day the movie came out?
Oh no. I know about historical events, yes, but no, I wouldn't have compared it to a movie. Or if you said Titanic to me, I wouldn't have just been like, "Oh yeah, I love Leonardo DiCaprio." Stupid shit. I know people genuinely say that, and it boggles my mind.
You guys seen that 9/11 movie? Whew, man, I'm glad that was fiction.
And see, I know that's a fucking
Okay,
thing
that
somebody
one-
actually said.
That one hits home a little bit.
It does, yeah. Oh, I know.
Um, for the record, I've always said I would have loved to have been on board the Titanic right up until it sank.
Nope.
No, I'd rather just not be
I've
on it at
watched
all. Whenever
I've
somebody is
watched so many
screaming it's the
documentaries on the
unsinkable,
Titanic. It's not funny.
whenever someone is screaming it's the unsinkable, I don't want to be.
Yep.
I ain't gonna
You're not
test
going
my
to go on
luck.
You're not going to go on the Titanic 2 when it sets sail.
Oh God, no.
Sure,
Especially
man,
since
why
it's leaving
not?
out of the same port the first one did.
Sure, man, I would. I
Well,
mean, either it
the
gets
first
where it's
voyage is
going.
supposed to take the same path that the original one did.
I heard this paper mache one's going.
Oh, I got one for you here. Pop's in the chat right now talking with us. He said Trish, which is his wife, has to teach her young cashiers how to count the change back if the register isn't working at her job because they don't know apparently how to count back the change to anybody.
That's my point, because school has gotten away from teaching the basics.
Mm-hmm.
There was a girl. Part of me feels bad for her. Part of me. Okay, well, no, I ain't gonna say that. I do feel bad for her. She was in a. I was being a little judgmental then, but this girl that Panera hired, don't work there anymore. She didn't know how to count money, and I mean, like, if you have two $1 bills, how much money?
Mm.
And I'm just like, and they hired her. You know,
I
what-
forget
what are you looking for? You know,
I forget what the name of the math class was when I was in high school, but there was literally a math class that was just to teach you the basics that you need for life. I forget the name of the math class. It obviously wasn't anything like, it wasn't trig, or it might have just been called economy math or something, but like,
Pop, do you know what that is?
I forget the
keep
name.
now is that your?
Damn.
You say Pop? Is that your dad or is that just
No, that is my dad.
dude?
And I'm talking to Bob. I don't know if you've ever met him. I know you met Brian and Travis that one time and a couple of times at school. This is Amos. This is the buddy I made at Ingles when I started working there. The one I
Yes,
told you he was the
sir.
only one I really talked to back then. And his friend Sean, right? That right, Amos?
Yes. Correct.
His buddy Sean, he just decided to join us in the Discord call, just hang out and talk with us for a while. Let's see.
To meet you, Mr. Quote. Raven.
Well, yeah, you might have met, or you probably saw him at Ingles because I know you came over there a couple times when I worked.
I'll be honest.
Probably
you-
met him.
Such a long time.
Me and Amos kind of.
Did you really just say Mr. Quote?
Quote.
I'm done.
Well, his Twitch name is Ravenquote Pop because he just wanted me to make him an account so he could help me out, by watching. So I was just like, we'll just do that. That'll make it easier.
It must be nice to have a family that supports what you do. I can't even get my family to follow my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
My parents
I
don't
said,
even
I
know
don't care if you
what
watch a
YouTube is.
damn video. Just give me a follow. I
Yeah.
could literally be sitting at 999 subscribers, and I guarantee you, I couldn't get my father to follow me on YouTube to make 1,000.
Oh Lord. Couldn't
I gave
imagine.
up years ago.
Well, that's like Pop's doing it.
No. I'm not saying it's that extreme. I'm not going to go there, but
I couldn't imagine trying to get any other family members to do it just because most of them don't know how to work YouTube, and I don't want to go through the process or know how to use Twitch, and I don't want to explain that to them, to be honest.
Yeah. So, Amos, on a wrestling topic.
Yeah.
I can't shake the feeling that Big E is going to return in the Rumble.
Oh,
And
that he's on a show, right?
I will weep, and I will cry, and I will be happy as hell.
He's gonna take this.
Look, one of the little sisters of the poor could take the title from Roman right now, and I'd be happy. 3 years is too long when you have weekly television.
Defended it more. Oh, dadgummit. Falling off the fire station.
Let me ask you an opinion on something, Raven. And I don't mean this from a political standpoint because I don't get overly political. But this is something I truly believe.
Let him lie to you.
FDR is one of our more beloved presidents in American history. But I've always said if there was a TV in every home in the 20s when he was elected, this country does not elect a man in a wheelchair.
Oh, you're saying like nowadays,
from
or even back then, if everybody could have seen him specifically because he was
in a wheelchair, I don't think this country is comfortable electing a man in a wheelchair.
Back then, I would probably say not. Maybe now, maybe, but back then, I would say probably not.
Actually, I think more so now. I think because people are more judgmental now than they were then.
Oh, that could be. I mean, people are more. I like to think people are more accepting, but they're also more cautious, I guess, with all the things that have happened over the years.
People, I think, are more accepting and judgmental at the same time.
Yeah.
It's sort of like we were referencing with Star Trek. They don't see. The problem is they see difference. They don't just see people.
Oh Lord.
They automatically want to point out what's different.
Yeah. Amos, let's try and make this a little easier.
Nope.
Go into the shop and let's just do what I say, or I'm going to come to your house and break your kneecap.
All right,
go into the shop.
You know what I say, damn it.
And you're going to want to find the extension page.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
All right, let's see.
Long extension.
Well, hold on. I said extensions. I meant the equipment. Find the. There should be a nozzle that is. I think it's blue. It should say like 0 turn nozzle, and it spins. But it'll be the one for the. Which power washer do we have? The Prime Vista 3000.
I think I see it. Prime Vista 3000 Turbo.
Yes, buy that if you got the money.
Oh yeah.
All right, and also we're going to go ahead just to make this, because this is like the one level that's super hard without an extension. We're going to go ahead and just buy the same thing, the Prime Vista 3000, but it's the long extension for it.
Okay, I am really going to go to bed this time, guys.
All right.
I'll see you.
Thanks for stopping in.
All right, you take care, man.
Shoot Raven my number.
Well, I won't shoot him.
You know what I mean.
Send it via carrier pigeon. Oh, what a you left before I can even get my carrier. Or just.
What did you say there, Pop? No, that's why the governor takes us in a wheelchair and will probably run for president one day, so you'll find out. Yeah, I can see it. That's what I was trying to wonder. Like, I feel like maybe back in the day it wouldn't, because this again goes back to I don't really know my history as well, because I can't get the dates and stuff correct in my head. But, oh, Amos, did you swap the things around?
I don't know.
The stuff you bought? All right, so hit the back button, and it should show you like your power washer, extension, and nozzle. If you go to the extension and click on it, you'll have that alignment extension, and that'll help you. Like if you want to just come down to the ground floor, we can try and like get some of this stuff because we can reach up high enough, especially with that turbo nozzle. Unless you've got stuff specifically on the very top you're cleaning.
I have the wrong thing equipped.
Oh, you probably have. Yeah, you need to go to Power Wash. You probably have the wrong one.
I've had the wrong thing this whole time.
Did you have the 15 or the Urban?
I've had the Urban.
Okay, so you at least had the second highest one this whole time.
Oh, kill me.
You're all right.
I've been cleaning this
They
whole
all-
building with the original
mean-
power washer.
No, you were one level higher than the original. So you weren't as bad. Which I will say, I think each of them are supposed to have like a little bit specific. Like the 3000 is just good overall, but it's better than the first one. But that Urban is better, supposedly better at getting rid of like the tough dirt, like on metal and stuff. So not an entire waste, but it still would have taken you forever, even with one of the for this washer, because it just takes forever to get this done.
Biggest issue is just staying up here, not falling off Jeff Hardy style.
Yeah, man. Hit a sharpshooter on the way down. Let's see. Pop asked how Leo's doing, Amos.
Oh man, he is solid. He is a smart young man. Good. He's really good. Playing soccer. So enjoying that and deciding on what he wants to play in the spring. We're gonna keep him with soccer if he wants. He's good. Appreciate you asking.
There you go, Pop. You said awesome.
Sir. Still love it. Not dead, so. No, we're really proud of him. Seriously, we're doing well in school. Is top reader in his class. I'm very proud of him for.
Reads anymore.
What?
I said, who reads anymore? I just listen to audiobooks.
Oh my god!
Death be upon you.
Hi.
What's going on? You doing all right?
Yeah.
Aside from them broke kneecaps you got?
There's the broken kneecaps we talked about 3
uh,
I missed this whole side.
oh, you're good. Hey, listen, I could have, not said anything about buying the extension, and you could have still been using that second power washer too. So, yeah, whenever you buy stuff, you do have to change to it. So,
Yeah.
whenever you bought this one last time we were playing,
I
you
didn't
probably never used it.
So to answer your dad's question, Leo's as smart as ever. Smarter than me.
And you are dumber than fucking dirt, son.
I would say I'm not, but I just gave a prime example.
Cool. I'm not sure what he was referring to. But Prop said he's proud of him for that. And so he's saying either Leo reading at his top level, I would guess, is what he was referring to. Or the top percent of his
Appreciate
class, whichever thing you said.
Love school. Even this time that they've been out for the whole.
Yeah, you better keep that up or it'll be like me and hit middle school and be sick of it.
Damn it!
Hi again.
Cleared a wall though. Oh, miss. So close.
Like you were me? Yeah, Pop. Got me through high school. which is impressive because I gave up in middle school. The first time I really started to give up on school was when a teacher told me, I don't know what grade this was, but they were like, I'm not going to teach this to you. You'll learn this next year. And then I got to the next year and said, I'm not going to teach you this. You should have learned this last year. And I'm like, you know what? I think you don't know what you're doing. Pretty confident in that opinion right now. So if you prove me otherwise, cool. If not, oh well. Yeah, this last bit's going to be the biggest pain out of all of it. Now, what I could do is I could go grab that scaffold right now that we're 99% done. Oh, yeah, by the way, Pop, you see this big tower we're cleaning, right? Amos has been working on this the whole time while I've been working on cleaning this whole other building, right? Which it is what it is what it is, right? I mean, we're just trying to get it clean and all that. Oh, also you got to clean the inside. So Amos did all of this inside with the stairs and everything too. Here's the thing, though. There's a scaffold right here. You can use to clean that a little bit easier, at least, like where me and Amos are trying to clean this last bit up here. The problem is this game. I can show you now on here. So if you've ever heard me refer to me getting achievements pop, this is what I'm talking about. So the game will have different little goals for you to do. So like this one right here is for completing like the story mode in it. This is for challenge mode, getting like 5 golds. And this is all like DLC stuff, like doing different jobs from other jobs you can buy. And then these are ones I've already gotten. So I got 1 gold medal. I did a job by doing 95% of the total without completing it. These are random little odd jobs. But here's the one we're working on right now. Completely clean the fire station job without standing on the scaffolding. So we have to clean this whole tower without using this.
Termination.
All to get fake points and an online service that nobody cares about.
Yeah. Your dream. We do here.
The problem is I can't get it an angle to actually see this now. That last bit we need.
Please don't fall.
Because that stuff on the back end's all we got left. Yeah, that's why this is kind of annoying. Amos, where are you? What are you cleaning?
There's a spot over here. Like it's right
No,
under...
it's just the back 2 walls, I think.
It's right here under...
Oh, maybe it's the front
that's where
and
I wanted
the back
to fall.
wall.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it should just be this.
I can see why you wanted to wait on.
Yeah, it's really bad.
All right. Is it the same thing? Like is it?
Essentially, I kind of got okay right here. Maybe I can get enough of this.
Come on, Sean, keep your firefighters.
Yeah, but you get to talk about life. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the games we talked about this earlier. This is not a game because I was streaming this by myself, just doing some achievements I needed to do. And it is very hard to play this game by yourself because you really have to just keep talking. Because if we're not talking, like this is all you hear, like where we're spraying right now. That's the only thing. There's like little background, like with the birds and stuff. But other than that, there's no noise in this game, but the washer and like back. There we go.
Oh my god! I'll order my ass.
Yeah. So yeah, this is very much a game you want to play with other people and have a conversation about and stuff, not just be sitting here talking to yourself for however long you're playing.
I like the fact that it took you half the time to clean the...
Well, I mean, mine was a lot easier. Verticality really makes things hard in this game. So you don't hear the water. I think I might have turned it down in my game.
Oh,
So.
this is the penny fart. Can we do this one
There
real
you go.
quick?
Yeah, this one don't take long.
What does it stand on it for a minute?
Yeah, just jump on top of the thing. Oh, I canceled out. Well, I don't know that you'll be able to handle it by yourself.
There it is. Gotcha. You want me to bring you back in here?
I have it, but if you want me to come in, let's just finish that together real quick to end the streams.
My shoulder.
Oh yeah, Pop. Amos hurt his shoulder. You'll never guess how. I'll give you 1,000 guesses. You'll never get it. Oh, there you go, Pop. It's probably gonna be really loud now because I turned that up. Oh, we don't have to use this little one. Don't forget, Amos. We can swap the thing around now. He hurt his shoulder while he was asleep. Just laying in bed.
Yep. Reminded me.
I need to turn this water down because I know it's got to be loud. So yeah, Amos has officially reached old man status. He hit his
Incoming in the
30s.
mail.
Hit his 30s, and then he's finally just hurt himself laying in bed. So
Turn 34 next week. That's gonna be it.
Yep. So Amos is 1 foot in the grave.
One shoulder in. Icy hot thing.
Oh, his
It's
wife knocked the crap out of him and said she didn't do anything. No, I don't think so. I mean, Vanessa could definitely take Amos in a fight easy, but no, I don't think so. Pretty sure Leo could take Amos in a fight, but
I mean,
he's got the youth.
I am teaching him to kick people in the nuts.
Yeah, man. Whatever it takes.
You never know.
Well, that goes back to that conversation we had about, when we were kids and you'd fucking go running off for like 20 minutes. And then your mom, dad be gone. You have no idea where they were at. See. Oh. Yeah, they're annoying. I think the whole gimmick with this is bike's been like stuck in the garage forever, so it's got like caked on dirt and stuff. There we go.
Ugh. Oh man. Just like so stupid.
Yup.
$10
There you
for that.
go. So what's the next one?
All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this
I just
night.
wondering
Hope
that
you guys
way we'll be
enjoyed.
ready
We're
for next
exactly pretty
time.
much 3 hours. If you happen to watch the whole thing or you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments about anything that we talked about or that you agreed or disagree with. Like the video.
Pop said, "What are you gonna do
subscribe
when
to
he's
the
mad
channel.
at you and he kicks you there, Amos?"
Much love to you guys. We will see.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait till exactly 3 hours. 10 seconds. Yeah, Rocky's franchise won't be live Saturday, so. All right. Much love, everyone.